triage, but he's still pretty close to that 2/3 mark, so I'm not going to micro it. He's slightly better than 66, but still under 70. All right.
Yeah, that 11 was pretty good for Hans. Bumped him all the way up to almost 80.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was pretty good.
Okay, so you're reloading, and of course y'all have helped Buckley get loose, and he's kind of standing there slack-jawed and looking around. And Dave, you've cast your spell. John D, you see the wagon, and you are gaining on it. Anything special, John D, or just still high pursuit?
High pursuit. And I'll actually, no, I'll wait till I'm closer to say anything.
Okay. Well, you do see Buckley looking over his shoulder at times as he's driving that wagon as fast as he can. Or Beavis. Beavis looking over his shoulder. Yeah, not Buckley. Buckley's okay.
John escaped.
He's running too. They must have died.
All those others died. Fart knockers.
I fucking hate them so much. They're the greatest NPCs ever.
All right.
Oh, John, you went too fancy with the words. It's gonna go way over his head.
Okay. So, John, another minute goes by, and yeah, he's definitely seen you back there, and he's still riding hard. And after another minute or so, you're going to get up there equal to him, and you're hollering over to him, I see. Pull over. We've slain the assailants. Okay. And let's see. John D, give me a charisma check. I'm sure you can make it.
Okay.
He doesn't suspect you're trying to get him to stop for ulterior motives at all. Okay. All right. So, are you sure? You got them all?
Yeah. 2 of them fled. The rest are dead.
Oh, okay. What about the others?
They're still alive. We need to head back so we can loot the bodies.
Oh, okay. All right. And he'll of course, he's slowed the wagon down, stopped, and he's now in the process of turning it around. And I take it you're escorting him and the wagon back.
That's correct.
All right. So in the meantime, Hans and Dave.
Some more news. I got more spells to cast.
Yes.
I'm gonna be doing a thing, guys. It's probably ill-advised, but I can't say that Hans wouldn't do it.
Okay, well, you're on Overwatch, and Dave is casting another Cure Light Wounds. Go ahead and dice that, Dave.
I give you a 4 this time, Avrod.
All right. He nods and thanks you again.
That probably brings him up over the 70 mark now.
Let me think. I get to do some quick math here. If I multiply that number by that, all right, hold on. By roughly that is going to be...
I'm going to do a thing.
Yeah, that's going to put him near 75%.
Okay.
Hey, Grills, not that this will make it any easier to do in your head, but the easy way to get the percent is divide their current HP by total HP. 58 of,
Yeah, no, my
85.
method works better.
Yeah.
I like Double M's method. I've gotten used to it. I keep a calculator open during session.
Yeah,
I just
I
pop
don't.
it open when needed.
Hans is scowling darkly, still quite pissed, it would seem. In fear for your life back there or something, man? Pretty sure they were a bit occupied with us to care about you. Yeah, well, let's keep it that way. Yeah, because y'all are outnumbered. Yeah.
Yes, but they were outclassed.
You're trying
Alright,
to talk
so-
class to someone who has none.
I cut class all the time.
Oh, Grills, I love your NPCs.
Totally stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, John D., it's going to take you a few minutes, to say the least, to get back with Beavis and the wagon because, y'all are. Huh?
You're not fighting like hell to get back?
Right. I mean, riding like hell is one thing to make an escape, but when you're out there in the wilderness and not trying to escape certain death, you move at a more sedate pace. Okay, so Dave, Hans, Avrod's not waiting for John D. to get back. He's picking through the loots,
Alright.
piling up things, and
Avrod,
I'm
make
right
sure
over-
if it's any weapons or armor, we get John D to check it for magic.
I'm right over him anyways because I'm still healing him. So
okay.
You two do that. Well, John did ask me not to loot, so I will respect that and keep Overwatch, but sure, they can loot. Keeping an eye on it, though. Same thing for Buckley.
I'm not looting. I'm just healing.
Mm-hmm, totally.
Okay. There, I got my boots off. Ugh.
Damn.
Okay. So I guess y'all need another new, huh?
Yep.
I'm just Overwatch now.
Okay.
There's a
And
thing I
another
want to
cure
do, but I gotta wait.
And another cure light wounds. Go ahead there, Dave.
Yep. Come on, big money. Yeah, I got the 8 this time.
The eight.
Nice.
Okay, that's gonna be that. No, that. Yeah, that's gonna put him around 90%.
All right. Another round.
Gosh, imagine trying to play without a cleric if other people don't regenerate. Like, it'd be one thing if we all regenerated at least as well as Dave did.
Yep.
Okay, so John D. and Beavis are talking, of course, as they are on their way back. And so I'm going to fast forward here unless you're doing more healing, Dave.
Yeah, I have another spell left to cast.
Okay, who are you casting it on?
Hans.
Hans, go ahead and dice it.
Okay. Aw, 2.
Oh well. My triage should be mostly the same, maybe 1 or 2 points up.
Okay, so... Oh, Fixer's with us, but he's deaf and unmuted. Okay. So after 2 or 3 more minutes, you are going to hear the clip clop and the creaking and squealing, that noise that wagons make. And you don't see them yet, but you can hear them getting closer. And yes, Avrod has been stripping armor off of bodies and picking up weapons and piling it up, as well as taking belts, backpacks, cloaks, what have you. And anyhow, after another minute or so, John D., Beavis, the horses and wagon will come again into view. John D., you will see that for the most part they're standing around. Buckley is staying close to the other three. Hans is definitely on Overwatch. Dave, I don't know about you at this point. Are you on Overwatch also?
At this point, I want to spend my time. I want to start casting Shallow Strength. It's a 10-minute long spell. So while they're packing everything up, I'm going to work on casting Shallow Strength on myself.
So you are casting that spell. John D., you'll see that Dave appears to be in the midst of some very complicated ritual spell casting. But you will, of course, notice that Avrod has been picking over the corpses and piling stuff up. And with that, I offer y'all another new. While I adjust the time appropriately. Talk with Beavis.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought y'all were goners. I hit the road.
Dungeon Master.
Well, for the
walk
road.
over when they pull up with the wagon and such. I'd like to walk over to Beavis and pick him up by the scruff of his neck with both hands and lift him eye to eye with me.
Hey! No.
Beavis, the next time you cut and run because you think we have all died, you better be damn sure our bodies are cold in the ground, because if I survive, I will hunt you down and string you up by your entrails. Am I understood?
Yeah, sure. Just put me down.
Give him a significant look and let him down. Not trying to hurt him, but not being overly gentle.
Goddamn overgrown fart knocker.
And at this point, Dungeon Master, having let out a little bit of stress, I will get back to helping with the loot in Overwatch.
I'm so glad you did that.
Oh, I was pissed off.
I wanted to do it, but it wouldn't have been nearly as intimidating from 4'3".
Yeah, no, the difference of I'm going to walk over to him, grab him by the collar, and lift him eye to eye with me. You know, his legs will be kicking.
How tall is Hans again?
8.5 feet.
8'6", yeah. Big boy.
1899 strength, I could lift him easily.
Oh, yeah.
John doesn't blame you for what you did with him, but he's a bit more understanding because there was a time when he once cut and run with the wagon.
Well, Hans, don't mention that. Not Hans. Well, John, don't mention that.
Yeah, how would that be? What was the troll's name?
It was the land shark, actually.
No, the troll. The one you killed.
Oh, that was no, Vaprak.
Vaprak, yeah. There go by, but for the grace of Vaprak.
That's fine. You can understand that, but Hans is pissed. Not entirely at Beavis. You know, part of it was because he was just kind of frozen there for 9 minutes and couldn't do jack, and he needs to let off some steam, so... Terrifying the teamster into thinking twice next time he tries to cut and run.
Wow, it feels good to move again.
Oh,
9 minutes?
9 minutes.
That's a long time. You all
were fighting for 9 minutes while I just sort of stood there and screamed, but my mouth couldn't move. I rolled up 100 magic items during that time.
I hope we get them all.
Well, it's a D100 list for Denalia. As you all use it up,
so
I'll replace it.
After your little heartfelt talk with Beavis, what are you doing, Hans?
Help loot.
Okay. So, Dave, you're not deep in prayer. You're deep in casting. But I digress. So, y'all want to know what you found. And John D., I take it you're checking for magic.
Oh, he's gonna say that. Something.
Okay. And your magical detection, is that touch or what?
Oh no, he plans on using true sight, seeing.
Ooh, clever.
I was wondering if you would think of that. So is that what you're doing at this time, John D?
Yes.
Okay, somebody get ready to make a list somewhere.
Ready.
Okay, let's see. I need to... That one's out of the way. And that's out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. According to my piece of paper, y'all killed 10 of them.
Checks out. There were a dozen, 2 ran.
Okay. First item, splint mail.
Okay. All these are magical, obviously.
This is the magic stuff.
Do you know Dungeon Master will be taking all of it? You know, we have space on the wagon and we'll sell the mundane shit.
Second item, spear.
Mm.
Third item, dagger.
Ooh, nice.
Now, assuming you are going through the backpacks and pouches and being
Yep.
thorough. So,
Yes.
okay, next item, scroll.
Mm.
Next item, wand.
Oh, yeah.
Next item, leather armor.
Ooh, I bet Arod will like that one.
You got that?
Yep.
Plate mail.
Oh, yeah.
Potion.
Mm-hmm.
Bastard sword.
Oh, yeah.
Scimitar.
Very nice.
Shield, large.
Oh, yeah. Keep it coming.
Bastard sword.
Mm-hmm.
Broadsword.
Yep.
A ring. Potion. Scroll.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready to hear somebody drool so much the salivation echoes. Elfin chainmail.
Fuck yeah.
A pair of house shoes.
House shoes.
House shoes.
Hmm.
Scroll. Another scroll. Potion.
Mhm.
Another potion. Broadsword. Mace.
Oh, yeah.
Shield.
Medium, metal, large,
Medium
small.
metal. Scroll.
A lot of scrolls. Nice.
Another wand. Another mace. And the
Sweet.
final item that detects, according to John D, as being magic, a third wand.
Sweet. Nope. You know, I think Vader might have a point. We might have to sell some of this.
Now, there will, of course, be a number of non-magical items. You know, because obviously not all of these guys had magic armor. The ones that did not, you know, they're wearing splint mail or studded leather or chain, but nothing more significant than chain. They all had weapons and etc. They would have a number of manacles, you know, like handcuffs, but with longer chain in between.
Mm-hmm.
A few whips, food, but not very much of it. Standard rations only, water skins. You know, these guys were not planning on a long overland trek. Apparently, they did not pack an abundance of food or long-term supplies. You know, this was what they grabbed for the road. So, and I'm not going to bother figuring out how many backpacks and this, that, the other, all that bullshit. I'm just going to give y'all a lump price if y'all want to sell it, or I'll figure something else out later. So, guys, at this point, you are like, are you sure all that shit is magic? Because, party, y'all have a formidable list of stuff there.
Any coins, gem, or jewelry other than... actually, hasn't noticed it at all yet.
Again, these guys, you're going to find coin, but not a whole lot. These guys were not out on an expedition. They were...
All right.
This was a day trip. They did not bring their fortunes with them. But yeah, I figure I'll have to generate some coin at some point tonight.
Well, party.
And by the time y'all get done looting, y'all are probably actually going to still be looting when I need to figure the time here.
10, 11.
When Dave, you can cast your dice your strength spell.
Strength, thank you.
29 magic items, people.
I rolled minimum dungeon master, so +2.
Okay.
Which brings Dave from, I believe, 16 to 18.
Okay.
Is it? Yep, 16 to 18. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, Dave, you get your spell finished, and you know, they're sort of making piles, and you're like, oh, how are we organizing this? And Avrod's like, okay, this is the magic stuff. That's just stuff.
What?
And the magic stuff pile is bigger. So.
Oh my.
Okay, so party, we have several scrolls here. I would recommend we don't read them in case any of them are trapped, you know? And this is me out of character. In character, you all would know that better than I would. So right now, my recommendation is we load up, head on over to Slaverton, because I don't want to head up north again and end up with those fuckers trying to capture us again. And yeah, find a temple, get stuff identified. I am very curious about that large metal shield and those bastard swords.
I think you're right. We should get on the move immediately.
Now, it is tempting to say, oh, I'll take this thing and use it, but I think if we slap leather, we might be able to make it to Slaverton before the day's out, based off how far I think we are. So if we're willing to do that, party, yeah.
That
Let's
reminds
push.
me. Okay.
Let us push.
There's that.
The
Might I
difficult-
suggest we do stow away the ring? That way it won't fall into the cracks or something.
John D, would you like to hold on to the ring?
I'm not gonna wear it, but I'll be the
John D,
bearer for
hold
now.
on to it, and if you try and take it from us, I will string you up by your entrails, and the best part is I can keep stringing. I'm joking.
Yeah,
Come on, let's go.
That's what the Hobbit said. No, I won't wear the ring. Trust me. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want a permanent curse on myself.
It's true. You'll have a lot longer to deal with it. Anyways, yeah. So, John D, you can mark that on your character sheet, but we will be going for that later, obviously. So, don't try and pull any funny shit. And yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
Okay, so y'all are piling all the stuff up on the wagon. Now, party, you know, that's going to make the bed of the wagon kind of lumpy and bumpy. And so, who's on the buckboard?
Dave?
Oh, that's right.
Avarod.
Beavis and
Nope.
Buckley.
Oh, yeah,
Beavis
that's
and
right.
Buckley,
Brain
yeah.
fart.
So the four of you are riding in the back with all the loot.
Might be a bit
Yep.
cramped, eh? Hold on,
Might
wait.
have to walk in the
Party.
sides.
No, party, there are horses. Avrod, John,
Oh.
can you two ride horses? Lead some of the others behind us? We can even load the items on the horses, the mundane items on the horses.
And sell the horses when we get to town.
Precisely.
Okay, so there are 8 horses.
Also, 4 for each of us if we can load 3 horses behind us. that's possible.
Huh?
John and Avrod will ride 2 of the horses. Avrod, if you're willing, of course. And we'll
Yeah,
tie the
Avrod
other
can ride.
6 to like the back of the wagon, and we'll use them for pack mule too, if you will. You know, put stuff in their saddlebags or so forth. You know, load stuff up on them that we can. Only from the mundane stuff. The magic stuff will stay.
So John and Avrod are riding. Is that what I heard?
If they're
I too
agreeable.
would like to ride, if possible. Hans
Okay.
keeps thinking that I'm too small to ride a horse, but he forgets that Avrod's a halfling.
Right.
What
so,
the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, he's human.
He's human?
Yeah.
The rumor with John D said halfling.
Yeah, that's the thing about rumors. They're not reliable.
They're highly unreliable. Jesus. Y'all think half the exploits of Don G are actually true?
Just imagine the kind of rumors about a Crormead that are out there.
Don't have to. I post about them occasionally.
Occasionally, but there must be many more rumors than what we've heard.
Yeah, but if rumors and gossip was solely just your character, it would get kind of boring.
I know it would, wouldn't it? So anyhow, thing is, so 3 of you are going to ride. And Hans,
Yes.
where are you going to be at? Back of the
Back
wagon?
of the wagon. It's still going to have those 29, 28 odd items there, but it should be a lot more comfy in terms of not being
Okay,
picked up.
and so the other 5 horses are secured to the back of the wagon?
Yep, I'll have Bertha in hand, and I'll keep a lookout behind us.
Yeah, okay. So, Vader, what was that you were saying about how many horses for each of you?
Sorry, I was thinking something else.
Yeah, because I thought you said like 4 horses for each of you, and I'm like, where the fuck is he getting 4 each when I said there were 8 horses?
Just Avrod and John would be 8 divided by 2 is 4, but yeah. Again, we're selling most of them. If y'all want to keep them, by all means, but for now, let's just get moving.
Okay.
Can you tell I'm over eager to get this shit identified? Oh man, that elfin chainmail is magical. Holy fuck, John D.
Girls, does John know the thing about magic overlapping with like robes versus armor on the same person?
Oh, I'm sure you'll find out if you don't.
Okay, everyone can use a dagger. 3 wands.
Okay. And how fast is the party moving?
$3 miles per hour?
Let's try for
Okay.
3, but be ready to slow it down if it turns to be too much, you know?
Ticky-tock, the first hour. No problem.
Yeah, fuck it, just ID them in the order we got them here.
And near the end of the second hour party, you can see the outskirts of the city of Slaverton ahead.
Yes.
Lord!
Don't be relaxed just yet, guys.
Yeah,
Treasure's not home till it's in our pockets.
Yeah, we're gonna want to deal with this immediately because we don't want anyone trying to steal these magic items from us.
So, Dungeon Master, we will approach city gates, and assuming we're not halted, our first order of business will be inquiring as to any temples of Apris. Well, my guys actually don't know Temple of Apris. Good point.
Well, the guards at the gate here at the city of Slaverton are a surly-looking lot. And they will indeed stop the party, and they will demand a silver per head.
Hans will toss over. Do I have enough silvers per head? Yes, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the party, 2 for the Link Boys,
Hey,
6
Mama.
silver pieces.
Okay, I'll get the phone in a moment here. You're going to hand over 6 silver? Is that it, Hans? Okay.
Yes. And I'll offer to upgrade, and I'll also to tip if they can tell me where I can go to get magic shit identified.
Hold on, guys.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right, yeah, Mama had something else to say. I'm sorry about that. So you're going to offer to upgrade what?
I'll offer to tip if they can tell me where to find, where to get magic shit identified.
Magic shit? Really?
Attacked by a bandit, he had a magic sword. want to get it identified.
Let me see. Slaverton. As I consult my list. So many pages. And it's not in alphabetical order.
Of course not.
I'm not sure what order it's in. I thought it was done regionally, but then I stumble across shit that does not fit.
Alright, fair warning, party. Somewhere in the next hour, I'll probably end up dipping out for a tiny bit to go get some food. Dinner's been delayed.
And I have 99 major cities on this list, and I completely skipped over Slaverton somehow. Okay.
And United Cities and Slaverton ain't one.
No, it should be on the list.
Perhaps we'll get lucky and there'll be a temple of Shala.
Oh. I gotta look for... Oh, yeah. Shame about that. Okay. Squerva, Saragon, Sturts, Shoal, Stalem, Slaverton. There we go. Okay, and so you are looking for a temple. Let's see, how knowledgeable is this guy? Not very. Okay. He will give you directions to a temple. He's not sure which of the gods it belongs to, but and he's looking for the coin that was
Toss him a gold.
implied. Okay, he'll catch it, bite it, nod.
Good day, guardsman, and onwards we go.
Okay. Oh crap! Get back up there, you. Okay. And let's see how long it takes the party to get there. A little bit over half of an hour. And that's going to put y'all at about... come on, die. Move. That becomes a 2. Okay, so by the time y'all got to the temple, you're in the last hour of daylight. I should let you know.
All right.
And please excuse me. Mama went to go take a shower, so I need to go get the phone from the next room. I'll be back very shortly.
All right. Party, I have half a mind to try and put this list in order, but I don't freaking know. Obviously, we're not identifying scrolls. Once we have our magic shit done, we'll go outside city limits, and if we need to test for traps, John D's the perfect... excuse me.
And he just leaves all his valuable stuff behind and goes over there and opens them up. Poof! Whoa. That kind of hurt. Oh yeah, if it's fire, though.
Well, that's why you pack some healing spells, and we can
dead.
do that tomorrow, you know, after you've had a chance to rest, recuperate. I guess, Fucking, I want to go in, like, an order for this, but I guess we're going to identify all of it, so it doesn't matter. There's, like, 29 fucking items, though, but not all of it's that, so... Party, we are going to have to chip in, all of us, money that we've got, because it's 500 gold a pop. I'm good for, like, 12 items. And that's 12 tries, mind you.
I've got, like, 6,000 gold.
Alright, John?
Hey guys, I'll be honest, I don't know what my character sheet is, but I have about 4,000 to spare.
Alright. And Avrod undoubtedly should have some too, given how much I owe him. So what we're gonna do, party, for the sake of fairness, is if there's an item you want ID'd, you can go ahead and pony up for it.
Yeah, I want to pony up for the wands.
Yeah, the wands, the elfin chainmail, that ring, I'm sure everyone wants, so we can just do it in turns or whatever. Or we'll be like, okay, party, we owe the temple this much, and, you know, we'll sell. Obviously, we're not keeping every single one of these items. There are 29 items here. I don't think we're keeping all of them. Nope. 2 maces? Does anyone here use a mace?
Nope.
Nope, so it would be nice, but we're probably going to have to sell 1 or 2 to pay it off.
Well, yeah, we could probably sell those 2 right there to pay for the identification on the rest, all according to what they are.
Depends what they're worth.
Mm-hmm. If it's a +5, maybe I'll swing it.
No, if it's a +5 weapon, fuck that, we're not selling it. But if it's just +1 or +2, it might be worth selling. Then again, keeping a mace on hand is good in case of golems.
Yeah. I already have a hammer, but there was no hammer.
No, there was no hammer. There were 2 bastard swords, though, for which I am very happy.
And 2 broadswords.
Yeah, no one here really uses a broadsword, but the great thing about
I have
it
an
is,
open proficiency, so I'm looking for whatever's the best weapon.
If that fucking spear turns out to be +5, I'm about to get a proficiency at 7th level. I might, you know, that kind
you
of
might,
thing.
but
I really would prefer if one of those bastard swords was good.
So, party, you clip clop your wagon and procession of horses, and y'all make it to this temple. It is mostly stonework. There is a guard standing outside. He's wearing studded leather armor. He has a spear. He has a wooden shield. And he nods as y'all approach. What does the party wish to do now?
Oh, there. What temple be this of?
This is the temple of the great healer, Mugid.
All right. Would you be willing to have some people who identify magic for us? We have magic items.
Oh, I'm sure there's a priest about somewhere.
I'm gonna be completely honest. When John D said "help some" and then stopped, I was like, "Oh fuck!" He just said the no word, but no, it wasn't that.
No, it was close.
Oh god, though, my heart caught in my throat.
A wagon full of treasure and a lightning storm. Yeah, that's
not even playing KGP right now.
It transcends characters. It transcends worlds. I don't even like saying it on Denalia.
And you're the DM.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what is the party doing?
Going in to find a priest, I guess?
Okay.
All of you?
So that's the thing, party. One of us should stay out here with Beavis and Buckley. John D. I will hand him my gem pouch, basically. This is my gem pouch. I am entrusting you to act on my behalf. I'll stay out here with the idiots and keep the rest of our goods safe.
Alright.
I'm interested in those bastard swords, the heavy armor, the shields, everything else. Yeah, the ring's cool, I guess, but act in my interests if you can. And if you're unsure, come out here and find me.
They noted.
And yeah, then Dungeon Master, I'll be overwatching with the NPCs, because one of us should remain outside in Slaverton, you know?
Now,
okay.
I think we have a bit more than we can just carry it in one go, though.
So come back out and get more, you know? We can bring them in 3 at a time. Explain that we've got, 30 items? And, you know, some of them are scrolls or potions, that we're not going to do that, but, you know, the weapons, the armor, the shields, the wands, the ring.
Dave and Avrod can continue to bring stuff in while they start identifying as well.
Dave, are you going in with John D?
That is the plan.
Okay, Avrod thinks that considering the bulk of how much loot is on that wagon, he should stay with Hans.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Same as when they went with that wizard.
John D and Dave, what are y'all taking in with you?
Guys, we're gonna... Sorry, go ahead.
Well, we can stash the wands fairly easy. I already have the ring.
I'll grab the splint mail and
Guys, we're gonna get it all identified, so just go in order and make it easier for girls.
Sure. There we go.
Fine.
What can I carry? Can I carry splint mail, spear, and dagger?
Yeah, you could carry those 3 items easily enough.
Can I carry more? Do I feel like I can carry more?
Depends on what more is.
Okay. Can I throw the leather armor in there?
Okay, 2 suits of armor, a spear and a dagger. All right.
I won't push it further than that.
Just run back out to get more when that stuff's identified. Tell us what it is. I will keep track. I don't want to drag this out into a 2-hour per session, Dungeon Master, please. We've been sitting on this for a week.
Scroll, wand, and plate mail potion should be good to take in one go, right?
Scroll, wand, plate mail, what? Potion? Okay.
Yep.
So they've got everything up to and including the first potion, which next item would be a bastard sword.
All right.
That evil Dungeon Master, guys, he gave us too much treasure to carry.
Curse that Dungeon Master. He's so fiendish.
Oh, wait, we should wait, actually, I just had a thought.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't bring the potion in. There are better places to get that identified.
No reason to bring in the potion or the scroll. Come on, guys.
Scroll, sorry. So, wand, plate mail, bastard sword, scimitar.
Dungeon Master, they wish to bring in the next 2 items, which are a bastard sword and scimitar, and they're just leaving the scroll and potion.
Okay.
And I'm ready to record this, guys. I'll have this in the same order that it's listed there, and we can, it will be good.
Okay. So you 2 go in, and you're looking around, and let's see. After... Jeez, it takes you forever to find somebody in this place. But when you do, it is a man. He's older. He's going bald on top. His hair on the sides of his head is unkempt and straggly looking. He's wearing common looking brown robes. He has a pendant of some sort, and you hail him, I take it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, greetings. Greetings.
Are you available for identifying items in mass?
In mass.
These are just what we could carry in.
My. And these are magic, you say?
I said.
Yeah. I can do some at this time. There is a steep price, however.
We have the coins.
Very well. Follow me. And he will lead y'all to a room. It's set up with this pentagonal shaped table. 5 sides instead of 4. In fact, it has 5 legs as well. And he'll tell you to place the items on the table, and he informs you that the price for the process is, first of all, the process is not guaranteed, and the price is 700 gold on the attempt.
Oof.
That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes, Hans.
Yeah, we might have to solve like the spent mail on
Should
shit
you
too.
do 500?
Yeah.
Pardon?
Would you do 500 per attempt?
No. 700. Firm.
I would talk, but I'm not there, so I may not talk.
And Dave's been told too many times to keep his mouth shut.
This is entirely true. Every time you open your mouth, a new disaster is spawned.
I haven't been saying a lot for that reason.
All right, John D. It's up to you.
Right then.
All right, what item are y'all selecting first?
Flint mail.
Splint mail.
We were trying to go in
Yahoo.
order to keep it nice and easy, Dungeon Master. The 700 gold piece price honestly has me thinking about something, but I really can't say it.
When we come out with the first batch, and he said he can only do a few today, so
Okay. So he will take the splint mail and he will begin casting a spell, and it takes a few minutes. And when he is done, he's examining it closely, putting on pieces of the armor. Puts on more of the armor. He's got almost the full suit on, and he says, "Ah, this armor is of the third order."
Nice.
very nice.
And he takes it off. Next item.
Beer.
Okay, I'm crossing these off as they're identified.
I've got it written down.
Okay. Then you all provide the coin. Cash on the barrelhead. Again, a few minutes to cast the spell. And he picks it up, twirls it once, sets it back down, and says, "This spear is of the first order."
Okay. Might be worth selling then. I'm keeping track of the
Speeding.
attempts too, so we can crunch the cost.
Next
Well-
item. Dagger.
Yep.
Okay, again, a few minutes go by as he's casting the spell. And he picks it up, looks at the pommel. Ah, he unscrews the cap off of the end of it. Sniffs it, puts the cap back on. This is a dagger of venom. This weapon is of the first order.
Neat.
That's fucking handy.
It's got like a repository to put the venom in, and it comes out of the blade. That's cool.
Yes. Okay.
We're skipping
with
the
that-
scroll.
Oh, y'all are doing a scroll?
No,
No,
we're
we're
skipping the scrolls. So the next item
John
would be a
will
wand.
bring up the wand.
Okay. He says, "Sadly, that is all I am prepared for at this time. If you return on the morrow, I can do much more."
Would your order be willing to buy the spear?
I believe my order could proffer an offer on such an item.
Let's talk to our companions first, John. And we'll come back in the morning and we'll get a bunch more stuff figured out, and we'll make a decision then.
All right.
I will. For now, I'll dole out 2,100 gold. I believe we owe.
Correct.
Okay.
2 cents.
Yep.
I will dole that out.
Dungeon Master, while I appreciate the tightening of the thumb screws on the players, yeah, come on, I just want to get this done.
Okay, guys, here's the thing. He's one man. He's a cleric. He can only do this so many times a day. All right? Y'all have an ass load to get done here.
We do.
But
One
does he
second.
have anyone? Does he have anyone he can help?
On the morrow, probably.
So here's the thing. Even pushing it, getting 6 items identified per day. Y'all have got another 5 days of this. Now, y'all have so much to do. He is willing to see accommodations for your team if the party so desires.
We can stay here at the temple. so we don't
Yes.
have to do all the traveling back and forth.
Yeah.
It sounds very agreeable to me.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a courtyard for your wagon and your horses, and you can eat with the other people, that either work at the temple or who are part of the staff proper, the clergy. The fare is quite simple.
Will we be able to learn what Uman is the god of while there?
Mugid, he is the benefactor of all, healer. He tends to the sick and the crippled. So is that what the party want? Do y'all want me to kind of choo-choo y'all along through this?
I would love that, Dungeon Master.
Okay, so
Indeed.
I'm not charging y'all money for staying at an inn, but I'm pretty sure y'all want to sleep in the courtyard with the wagon full of loot,
Yep.
don't you?
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
was going to suggest during, the time when we're not getting identified, have Avrod keep it in his pack, if he can, or at least some of
Yeah,
the
that's
bulkier
too
items.
much. That
Too
is
much,
too
yeah.
much. You
Alright.
could keep a bunch of stuff, but that's too much.
Well, some of the items then, just, again, this is me thinking to ward off thieves. If they try and steal, it's going to be harder for them to steal that pack that he likes.
Okay, so let me check my timeline.
So we're not.
Or I can just shoot up to today right after we started when I put the first new in. Didn't I put the day? There was
I know. I do
action.
know the day.
I did
You said
not.
you said it was day 239.
Well, again, that's why I have the timeline, which, yeah, that was day 239, which is done with. So day 240 plus 5 more. So day 245. Make myself a note there. So that's 6 more days of getting shit identified. So let's just go down the process here. All right, your next item, the wand. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Success. It is a wand of paralyzation.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Marked off on my list. Next item, leather armor.
Mm-hmm.
First order.
Okay. Plate mail. Drum roll, please.
First order.
Okay. That's still really good.
Let's see.
Skipping the potion, we're going to be going to an alchemist.
Bastard sword, yes?
Yes, please.
This sword is of the first order,
Alright.
but against regenerating creatures, it functions as the third. So
Hey.
yes, +1, +3 versus regenerating creatures.
Hey, John D, I want to test something out. No, I'm joking.
Fuck you, Hans.
It's not bad.
Scimitar.
+1, +2 versus magic using or enchanted creatures.
Hey, John, come here. I want to test something out. Shield, large. Metal shield, I assume, yeah?
Large metal shield, +3.
Fuck
Ooh.
yeah! Second bastard sword.
Bastard sword, +1, +3 versus lycanthropes and shape changers.
Okay.
Sounds like you're gonna want
Broadsword.
to keep both of those swords.
They're good.
Broadsword, +2.
Oh, that's pretty good. The ring.
Ring of the Ram.
What does that mean?
Really? Okay, skipping that potion, skipping
Wait,
that
what does that
scroll.
mean?
The Ring of the Ram I can describe later. It essentially allows you to act like a ram in terms of forcing open locked doors and shit by smashing into it. It's interesting. Magical Elfin Chainmail.
+1.
still really nice. That's the shit you don't sell. House shoes.
Slippers of spider climbing.
I was about to ask,
Oh.
are these things known as slippers of spider climbing?
You like
What
that?
was the elven chain? What
Plus
level
one.
was it? +1, nice.
First
Plus
one.
1. The scroll we are not getting identified. Second scroll, no. Potion, no. Potion, no. The second broadsword.
Also +2.
Impressive. The first mace.
Third order.
Ooh, now that's nice. Medium metal shield. Can't talk.
+2.
Very good. There's a random scroll. Nope. The second wand.
It is a wand of magic missiles.
Nice.
Wait, what level does it function as?
Oh, that he can't tell you.
I'm gonna have to try that in session, find out. The second mace.
Failure.
Try again.
+1.
Mace +1. Okay. The final wand.
Size alteration.
Fuck yeah. Damn, party, we got most of those in one try. That's insanely good. I think it is worth the 700 gold pieces each, rather than multiple failures. Now, we paid the first 3, that's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 attempts to be paid for. 18x 700 GP owed. We are going to be selling some of this. Dungeon Master, they're good. You know, we have coin that we can give up, but we're probably going to sell things to them. Are you good letting us quickly figure out amongst ourselves who gets what and what we're going to sell and what we're going to keep?
Yeah, y'all can do that. I'll go for a smoke.
Yep. Okay. So, this is what I had.
No +4 or +5 armor or weapons, but
Gimme.
still pretty good haul.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Okay, the spear +1's okay. Dagger of Venom +1. Wand of Paralyzation. Leather armor +1. AC 7. Weapon, wand. Just give me a second, guys. I'm going to get this in order for you all.
That kind of looks like a mess right there.
Yeah, it is a mess. I'm working on it. Bastard sword +1 +3 versus regen. Bastard sword +1 +3 versus lycanthropes. Okay, scimitar +1 +2 versus MU. Enchanted. Okay, as far as armor goes. LM shield.
And party, don't forget, Avrod wants his cut, and I'll be
Absolutely.
right back. Check on Mama Lorna.
Broadsword.
Pretty sure Avrod's gonna like that dagger.
Oh, definitely.
And probably the leather armor. I'm not sure how good his armor is.
We'll see. Ring of the Ram. Okay, this is Elfin Chain. That would definitely sell for a fuck ton, but I get the feeling we're not selling that. Slippers.
What's that, the elven chain?
Yeah. Broadsword.
Is John actually going to wear it? He's going to take off the robes?
No, I'm honestly thinking that keeping the ropes are still going to be better for John.
I think so too. Because you have the braces.
Yeah, if Avrod's going to stick around, he might be able to utilize that.
Elven chain.
Yeah.
Okay. Wand, mace, wand, shield, broadsword, mace.
By the way,
Chain,
for
slippers,
clarification,
ring,
the
broadsword.
+3 mace is a horseman's mace. The +2 is a footman's.
Okay. Thank you.
Any idea how many charges are on the wands?
Nope.
That's something you're going to have to figure out for yourself. Or save it till you can recharge it. Dungeon Master, are all 3 wands rechargeable? Would they be able to tell us that?
Okay, the cleric would be able to tell you that they should be. Wands are generally of that nature that they can be recharged by any mage that is capable of casting the spell that it employs. But again, that's more of a sorceress thing than that of the clerical order.
Okay. So, party. Loot to distribute. That isn't potions or scrolls, which we're going to get later. Loot to distribute. Now, I like that large metal shield for obvious reasons. One of those bastard swords, or both of them, obviously. The ring, I'm not entirely sure. Dungeon Master, am I good to look that up, or no? I know it's Unearthed Arcana. Beyond that, I'm not sure. I've read it once or twice, but it's been a while.
Let me refresh my memory real quick, and I'll hand out that information. Don't want to give away too much.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because I know there's stuff like, well, I can't say what stuff, but I know there's stuff that it's like
Ring of the Ram. This ornate ring can be of any hard metal, usually a silver alloy or iron. This one's iron. It has the red head of a ram, or possibly a buck goat, as its device. When magic is detected for it, reveal evocation gleamer upon the ring. The wearer is able to cause the ring to give forth a ram-like force, manifested by a vaguely discernible shape, which resembles the head of a ram. This force strikes one target for 1 to 6 hit points of damage if 1 charge is expended, 2 to 12 points if 2 charges, and 3 to 18 for 3. The ring is quite useful, for instance, for knocking opponents off of walls or ladders or over ledges. The force of the blow is considerable, and if a victim fails to save versus spell, it is knocked free or down. The range of this power is 30 yards. The target of the blow must make any applicable adjustments to its saving throws from the following list, blah, 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 blah. Like, they get a bonus of +4 if they have 4 more legs, or +6 if they have a strength of over 20. DM should note that circumstantial adjustments used must be made according to need. Blah, blah, blah. In addition to its attack mode, the Ring of the Ram also has the power to open doors, as if a person had 18 double-aught strength doing so, if 2 charges are expended. Right. No, if 2 charges, 19 strength. 3 charges, 20 strength. And again, this is a charged item, unlike most magic rings that just are usable so many times per day or constantly, like rings of protection. So this is a charged item. Keep that in mind.
Okay. Now, party, we do owe 12,000, and we could definitely sell some of this stuff that we don't want to use, but first let's pick out the stuff we do. Hans would love the large metal shield +3. He already uses a large metal shield. This just bumps his armor class 3 steps higher versus 3 opponents. It's fucking phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie. That puts me to -6. I would be very hard to hit. I've got a massive hit point spread if I do get hit. I can frontline easily. Magic armor, magic shield, good dex, let's fucking go. I mean, an anti-magic shell will be very sad, but we don't run into too many of those.
Are these heavy magic armors not also good for you?
So the splint mail will bring me to armor class 1. It's not terrible, but you can't sleep in it, you know?
Ah, yes.
Plate mail +1. Oh, that's a good point. I never did crunch the AC for the rest of that. AC 2. Elfin chain, AC 4. Large metal shield, obviously, just, that's a bonus of that, plus the shield. So I'm already armor class 1 with the chainmail, and it's 1 step better magically speaking, and I can sleep in it. I would love to keep it. That said, splint mail +3 will put you at the same level my elfin chain puts me.
That's what I was thinking. I wanted to take this, but mail +3.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
I'm thinking scimitar for weapon.
If you want to take more than one, go ahead. I'll see if y'all are willing to let me carry both bastard swords, and I'll give Avrod back his. The bastard sword versus regen. John, I was gonna hope for that one because I think we'll encounter
Well,
more regenerators than lycanthropes, but I understand
Does
if you
that
want
MU? Does the MU stand for magic user?
magic user or enchanted.
Okay, I think John can instead go for the scimitar.
All right, so y'all are putting your first choices out there.
Avrod, what do you want? I'm sure that dagger.
He wants the elfin chainmail.
I'm good with that. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice to have, but I've already got regular chainmail.
So that's his first choice, is the elfin chainmail.
Here, do you mind if I keep track?
So you might want to either start erasing items as they get distributed. So did everybody make their first pick?
Dave?
Splint mail +3 is my
Okay.
first pick.
So, Dave, you're taking splint mail +3. I'm going to mark that off the list. Hans would like to take the large metal shield +3. I know we're... Yeah.
So
John?
what's your first choice, John D? The house shoes?
Yeah.
Slippers of spider climbing. Okie dokie. And Avrod, you want the elfin chain?
Avrod's taking the elfin chain.
Alright, this is what we look like now. Alright, Hans would like to claim one of the bastard swords if possible. Help both of them if y'all are willing, but yeah, Avrod, he'll give you back his, your sword.
Yeah, he will take his sword back.
Let's maybe, just to make it fair and even, and let's roll off to see who picks first.
Sure,
By the way,
dice initiative.
By the way, guys, adjust your hit points. 5 nights of mostly restful sleep, so 5 hit points back.
Hey, John, I think your hit points might have gone.
I think I might be fully regen too.
Mm-hmm. I will adjust my triage momentarily. Okay, back over to out of character. So, I mean, the thing is, I'm pretty sure right now our first picks aren't going to be contradictory. Does anyone want to claim the bastard swords?
They already are contradictory. That's why I want to roll off, because me and John are going after the same weapon.
Okay, so, you all can't decide amongst yourselves? You know, there's 2 + 2 broadswords there, and I'm pretty sure neither of you are...
Either between broadsword or scimitar, or I'd rock, paper, scissors you for it.
Bro, pick the broadsword. It's +2 versus everything, and there's 2 of them.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I'm sorry, I should have been more clear about that.
Okay, but it would be cool to dual wield the broadswords. I just have to train up in them.
Well, hold on. Let's do it one at a time, yeah?
Uh-huh.
And he'd be willing to give up the longsword for that.
Oh, here, handle that later. So, John, do you want to claim one of the broadswords?
Mm-hmm.
And I can take the scimitar?
Okay, you want the scimitar? Avrod, I'm going to take one of the bastard sword +1, +3 versus regen. And Avrod, I'm guessing you want that dagger, right?
Avrod wants the +3 horseman's mace.
I was thinking about that too, but yeah. Okay, Avrod with the +3 horseman's mace. Next round, anyone mind if I take the bastard sword versus lycanthropes?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
And you all? There's plate, leather, medium metal shield, a spear, a dagger, a footman's mace, a second broadsword +2, 3 wands, a ring.
I'll go with the... dagger.
You want the dagger of venom?
I guess. I'm just...
Can I kibitz?
Yeah.
Won't that contradict with your alignment and beliefs, venoming?
I don't believe so. Dungeon Master?
Ooh, poison?
I'm not throwing it.
There is nothing in the scriptures against poison, but it's never been encouraged.
Man, my character sheet is fucking huge.
I figured I could actually fit the dagger on my belt, whereas I already have a scimitar and my hammer. I didn't want to try and.
Yeah, I mean, whether you load it with poison or not, it is a +1 dagger.
Yeah, I don't have to load it with poison either. I don't have any poison, so. Oh, actually, hold on.
Wait, I have a paralysis thing. But, you know. Hold on. That's.
Can the wand of paralysis be used by a cleric?
Those all magic user wands, is what I want.
Wands. Let's see. Wand of paralysis. Or paralyzation. That is a mage item.
Yeah.
Only a mage
What
can
else?
use it. I will mark. We have a wand of magic missiles. I know that anyone can use it, but mages do better with it.
Same with size alteration. Anybody can use it.
Now, is it recharged by enlarge?
And
What,
big
size alteration? Yeah.
You can charge 2 of those 3 wands. I don't think you have a paralyzed spell.
I actually do.
You do? Damn, you can recharge all of them.
Yeah, that's the great thing.
My brother in Christ, you should take the wands. Well,
Yeah,
actually,
he's
you
gonna
can't
take
wield
the
all
wands.
3 of them, so maybe charge them up but distribute them, you know? Because we can use magic missile size alteration, and you can use paralyzation only.
If Hans can use the size alteration wand, he should keep that one.
I'd be down.
Because then you can choose when you want to be big.
Dungeon Master, is that check out?
Yeah, size alteration is usable by anyone.
Alright. And you can target yourself with it?
Yeah.
Alright. Then if no one complains, I'm taking that.
I'm thinking Ring of the Ram. I'll take.
You're after the Ring of the Ram. All right. What does Avrod want for his third choice?
We might have to sell like that leather armor. Does no one want the plate mail? Or the shield? I guess, Dave, you don't want it. Avrod? I guess you got that buckler, don't you?
He's got his buckler.
Fuck, maybe we sell it.
Oh, and you didn't mark off the elfin chain.
Didn't I? I did. It's struck through.
Oh, okay, I see. On the second list, you did. Okay, so...
Yeah, they complained it was unreadable, and I concurred, so I...
All right. So you took the Ring of the Ram. Hans, you took what? A bastard sword?
I've got 2 bastard swords, a shield, and the wand
Yeah,
of size
your
alteration.
What was your third choice?
Second bastard sword. I plan on
Okay.
dual wielding eventually.
And John, what was your third choice?
I don't think I made one yet.
No, he
Since
hasn't.
I know that the magic user wand is probably going to go to me, I will choose the broadsword +2, the second one.
Okay, give me a sec. I'm noting down
All
some
right.
options.
In that case, yeah, I guess Avrod will go for the Dagger of Venom.
Okay, Avrod going for the dagger, and John D going for the second broadsword +2. Okay, party. We have a footman's mace, a spear, the wand of paralyzation, wand of magic missiles, and 2 armors and this. We do have a 12,600 gold piece debt. I've got some money I can chip in to pay off, but we might want to sell some of the such. You're giving up the longsword +1, huh, John? Aren't?
Double M?
Mm-hmm.
Does that count the money I paid for the first lot for the first night?
That does not.
Okay. Because I would like to get paid back for that as well.
So, party, I do want to hold on. Well, I guess Avrod's got the horseman's mace. And Avrod, you plan on sticking with us at least for a bit more, right?
Seems in order.
So, the big thing was, party, I was worried, oh, what if we encounter something you need a magic bludgeoning weapon to hit? I considered going for the mace myself, but second bastard sword seemed prudent. Anyways, yeah, if he's sticking with us, we're good. I don't think we'll sell the wands, but maybe we can try and sell them the footman's mace, the spear, leather armor. It hurts to say it, but the plate mail and the medium metal shield. Unless anyone wants those items like that they're going to be actively using.
Okay, so y'all are going to sell the leather, the plate, the second shield, the spear, +1 mace.
We're keeping the wands, though, for sure.
Yeah, Mama?
Sound good to everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Now from that, first we'll pay off Gina. And then we're all just going to have to more or less equally contribute from our stockpile of coins to pay this off. Even if it's 4,000 gold between 4 people, that's 1,600, so 3,000 apiece should be enough. Everyone here should have that. Sound good?
Mm-hmm. We'll go sell the items somewhere else.
No, we can sell them to the temple, I think would be smartest, just simplest.
Yeah, which will probably pay off more than the debt, so we probably won't have to pay anything out of our pocket.
We'll
Well,
see. Magic
if you
items may
sell
or may not sell for
if
a
you
lot.
sell these to the temple, you won't have to convince them of what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, I'm just
All right.
counting. Scroll, potion. Scroll. Scroll, 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 scroll. 5 scrolls and 4 potions. Does that check out, Dungeon Master?
Let me see, because my list is a lot more hectic than yours.
Be right
Yeah.
back, guys.
Scroll. Scroll. Yeah, 5 scrolls.
Mhm.
And how many potions?
I counted 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I see 4.
Okay, then it looks like our inventory is complete. So yeah. John D, why
Okay.
don't you take the Wand of Paralyzation? Dave, you can't do missiles, can you? So
In that
Avrod, do
case,
you want to hold on to
Avrod,
that Wand of Magic Missiles?
Wand of Magic Missiles. He will take it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
Talk to John if you need it recharged, much like I'll be doing with the Wand of Size Alteration. Dungeon Master, do we have the command words for these items, or we just know what they are and we have to figure out the
Yeah,
names?
I'm going to say, yeah, he gave you all the command words.
Okay, so I will mark that down.
Call it one of the perks of paying the extra money.
Mm-hmm.
There we
Was the
go.
extra money just like this guy's higher level, so he charges more? Because I noticed it was only one thing had to be checked twice, or I'm curious
Well,
about
as it turns out, he was higher level, but no, he was basically just greedy.
that. Well, you know what? I consider it, paid for well services because we got really lucky then, guys, and I appreciate that, Dungeon Master. Okay, so yeah, DM, I will make a list. Not that I really need to, but last call if anyone wants to try and claim something. I'm sure we'd love to hold on to it, but keep in mind, anything we don't sell, we got to pay for.
Okay, so you are willing to accept the prices that the temple prefers?
I don't think we're going to be too...
All right.
Yeah.
Name off your first item, and I will tell you how much they will pay you for it.
Leather armor of the First Order. Maybe we hold on to the Footman's Mace. I don't know, guys. What do you think?
1,500 gold.
Sounds good to me. Party?
Gold.
Okay.
Okay. Next item.
Plate mail of the
Yep.
First Order. You sure about this, guys? It's a nice item.
Yeah.
John can't use it.
It
4,000
should be
gold.
worth the money. There we
4,000
go.
gold. Sold. Medium metal shield of the Second Order.
4,000 gold.
I'm good telling that.
Sold.
Spear of the First Order.
2,500.
Sold.
And party, last call for this mace.
Sell it.
Sell it. Alright. Thanks, Beavis. Base plus 1, Footman's.
2,000.
2,000. I think that's good.
Does that pay the bill?
That should pay a lot. So that's 8,000, 10,000. That is 1,400 GP total. And our bill was 12,600, but don't forget, you also put forward 2,100 yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So just give me a second here, because sorry, I'm doing math here. So first off, the first 2,100 should go back to Dave to pay off what he started with, okay? That leaves
There
us
we go.
with 11,900, 11,900. Now we owe them 14,600. So 14,600 minus that is 6 minus
And which
9.
debt is this?
So to pay for the magic item identification.
Ah, okay.
So here, 14,600 minus 11,900. That leaves us with 2,700 to be paid for between all of us. Divide that by 3, it's pretty easy, but divide that by 4 and you get 675 each. Sound good to everyone?
Yep.
So then we can mark that off. Now I know these magic items are worth money, but I'm being called. I'll be right back.
Oh wait. Would they be willing to buy John's +1 longsword?
You have a +1 longsword.
Yes, he does.
Let's see.
That was still considered party loot because no one had fully claimed it yet.
He'll offer you 1,500 gold for it.
All right then.
Let Double M notify that when he gets back and rearrange those numbers.
Do, 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 do.
$2,700 minus 1,500 is 1,200 divided by 4. That's 300 each. Is what we have to pay now.
Okay, you might want to write that down.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. There we go. We'll let Double M know when he gets back.
All right, I'm going to go for a smoke since we're waiting for Double M.
Okay.
I'll probably get back before he does, maybe. We don't know what he got called away for.
At least Avrod took the Elven Chain. I didn't want to see that get sold.
Yeah.
And I'm back, gentlemen. What's this Dave put about each pay 300?
He sold the +1 longsword that John had as well. So now we're
Okay.
only paying 300 each.
Thank you, John D.
Hey. Well, depending on the XP though, he'll probably level up in fighter here. So if you're willing to stay here for a few weeks while he trains with the broadswords and levels up.
I can
I need to
certainly
train
try.
too with a scimitar.
Well, I don't know what we got yet for monster XP or item XP.
And I don't know if we should stay in this city to train.
Okay, so unlike the smaller slaver town, this is a slaver city. That's both good and bad, but I think we might be a little bit more safer staying here as long as we watch our backs.
All right. So y'all sold all the big bulky stuff that you aren't keeping. Yes?
I'm gonna miss
Yep.
that footman's mace, but yeah.
Well, oh well.
Yep.
In
Too
that
late to go
case-
back on it now.
Hans, since you're no longer interested in buying his bastard sword, I think Avrod's going to sell that as
Sweet.
well. Because, yeah, that kind of gets in his way. He kept it as a backup magical weapon, but
It's got better.
+1, +3 versus lie.
his +1, +2 versus magic using and enchanted creatures is gone.
Oh, really?
Yep, that's what it was.
I thought it was good
Yeah.
versus fairies or some shit, but
Fairies are
works.
magical.
That's true.
He did
+3.
not have a perfect understanding.
Okay.
Nail +3.
Now, did y'all ever pay Avrod all the money you owed him?
I still owe him a fair bit, and what's his name?
You owe me too, yeah.
Yep.
But we don't owe him for any of this since we all got equal share of magic
No,
items.
We called this
Yeah.
equal first.
Yeah, about that. Equal shares. It seems we don't have equal shares.
How so?
Well, and this is Avrod speaking, by the way, gang.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to me that until we figure out those scrolls, which are most likely going to end up in the hands of the only sorcerer in this group, it doesn't seem very equal just as of the moment, does it?
You know,
Well,
Avrod makes a... No, actually, Avrod, I hear what you're saying, but they're fucking scrolls. I don't know how they work. I think it's just a way for them to get more spells that they can use to kick ass on our behalf. Eh. Like,
And some of them could be clerical.
there are clerical scrolls?
that is
Of course
true.
there are clerical scrolls.
Of course there are. Why wouldn't there be, Hans?
Well, I don't think it's equal until we figure that out.
You are
That's
correct.
all I'm saying.
That's a great point, yeah. Okay. Dungeon Master, should I update you with my, like, stuff?
Update you with your what? Your
armor class improvement and so forth. It's just...
Let me do that for Avrod as well.
Yes.
So let's see here. Elfin Chain is 5, plus 1 is 4. Dex gets him down to there.
Okay, so
And if he's using his buckler, which he does not always employ, that's even better. So I need to update him on the cheat sheet as well as I'm pretty sure, John D., your armor class stayed the same, right?
yeah,
All right. Everybody else has changed, though, right?
Yep.
Okay. Avrod is that or that. I really need to rewrite this without Molly and Ray. Let's see. All right, Hans, your new armor class.
-6 with shield.
Ooh,
-2
ooh.
without.
-2, -6. Dave.
My new is -2.
Okay.
Don't use a shield. That's for cowards.
If only one of those bastard swords had just been straight up +3, that would have been great.
Wouldn't it?
Now,
So,
there'll be more.
But Hardy's looking pretty stout in the armor class.
Pretty sure we're all negatives or 0.
yeah, 0.
Poor John D. Only armor class 0. A first level fighter only needs a 20 to hit you.
All right. So, yes, let's get on to the meat and drink of the rest of your loot, shall we?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, y'all have left that list, which is clunky as hell. And I guess that's what we're going by.
I've got 5 scrolls of unknown quantities and 4 potions.
Okay, so what y'all doing about the scrolls?
So I was thinking we'll go outside of city limits, and John D., are you willing to be the guinea pig? These will probably be mostly beneficial to you. Dave, likewise, maybe to you. John, between you and me.
Regardless, I will check them for explosive runes.
Brilliant! You can do that. Great! So I'm gonna let the mages handle that.
I kind of lost some hair a long while ago because of it. So
but you'll be fine. You're immune to haircuts now. Anyways, so yeah, Dungeon Master, we're doing this outside city limits safely. I'm not gonna speak for them what they're putting aside, but
Okay,
call it.
Stop a second.
Sorry.
We are going to take precautions. None of these scrolls are trapped.
Yay!
Okay. So, John D., you're the guinea pig.
Yeah, I would check all of them first to see if I detect explosive runes before trying to read them.
Yeah, okay. So, no, you're not going to find explosive runes because it's a gimme here. I'm being nice, speeding things up.
Thank you, DM.
The first scroll is Protection from Undead.
Second?
Clerical or magic user?
It's a protective scroll. It's neither.
It's a protection scroll. Anybody can use it. The second scroll is Protection from against Elementals.
Interesting.
The 5th scroll is protection versus blunt magical weapons.
Okay.
Okay, the 3rd scroll, dun dun dun, is a magic use scroll, as is the 4th one.
Oh, sweet.
So, John D., since you are the only magic user in the party, I'm going to let you have the honors here. Roll a D40, John D.
Doing that. Damn it. Roll 1d4. 17.
I'll be right back. I think my dinner's ready.
The first spell on the 3rd scroll, John D., is Identify. Now, while you're at the dice spot, John D., roll 2 die 32. $19 and $17. John D., oh my. The second spell is Minor Globe of Invulnerability. The 3rd spell on that scroll is Magic Mirror. Now, John D., while you're still in the dice spot, roll a D36. The 4th scroll has web on it.
The read magic from my helmet would have translated what the clerical stuff was, right?
None of these were clerical.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Let's see, there was protection from undead, elementals, and blunt magical weapons. All 3 of which are in the DMG. And I'll give you all a quick briefer on this. Hopefully Double M will be back, but if not, oh well.
Do I need the material components to cast these?
No.
Oh. Might be useful for item. Identify, you know?
It's like a 1-charge magic item. You read it off, it burns off of the scroll, and it's spent. But when the guy that put it on the scroll put it there, he basically was casting the spell.
Oh.
Now, if you wish to put one of these from the scroll into your book, that will burn it from the scroll.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have all of these.
You already have Minor Globe, you lucky bastard.
I'm back.
Welcome back. So, Gandhi found out what the scrolls all were and the spells on the magic user ones. Now, of course, 3 of them were protection scrolls, which I was about to verse the party on real quickly. I didn't figure you needed the education so much, but I'm glad you're back.
Fuck's sake. No, I'm not.
Okay, protection from undead. Reading time 4 segments. 5-foot radius.
Double M just said he wasn't back. Let me write.
We don't need to wait. So it protects all within its circumference from physical attacks from undead.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. I'm not going to tell you how many levels or hit dice of undead protection it gives, but it's quite a bit. And how long it lasts is a variable, but it's got a decent time on it. Okay, that was undead. Against elementals. That one's a variable. There are 5 varieties. Let's see which one y'all got. You got 22. That's protection from earth elementals. Y'all should make a note of that.
Yep.
Okay. And what was the other one? The scroll of protection from blunt magical weapons. So you could read that, and Avrod could wail on you with that +3 horseman's mace and can't hurt you. But he can pick up a normal rock and bean you with it just fine.
It's so weird to me that that's how they did those type of scrolls. Or the
Yeah.
fact that instead of protection from weapons and then a sub-table like for the others, no, it's a different category for each of them.
Yeah, they got asinine with that.
I'm guessing it was just for weighting purposes, because let's be honest, guys, how frequently are you going to want a protection versus blunt magic weapons scroll? How often are you going to have the time to read that shit?
But if you're John D, that could be like the difference between someone being able to kill him and not. If all they have is a blunt weapon and it's
Absolutely.
magical,
This is
they
why a lot
wouldn't
of
be able
people,
to hit him.
Avrod included, pack multiple types of weapons. He's got a short sword, which was piercing. He had a bastard sword, which was cutting. And now he's got a mace, which is bludgeoning.
You can cut with a short sword. But primarily it is piercing. The reading time on the protection from elementals is 6 segments.
I'm going to be honest, guys. How often are we going to see an earth elemental? Like, that's something to stick in your back pocket and forget about. Honestly, do we want to try and sell them the blunt magic weapons protection scroll?
Scrolls, protection, magic, blunt. Let me see what the reading time on that one is real quick.
You gave me 4 magic accuser scroll spells.
Scrolls can have multiple spells on them.
Yeah, one scroll has 3 spells, the other has only 1. Breath weapons, acid, paralyzation, plants, traps,
BRB.
weapons, magical time. Reading time on the blunt magic is 1 round. So I'm going to mark these off now that y'all know what they are. You should have that noted somewhere. Yes, y'all do. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we might end up selling him.
Strike, 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 strike. All right. Potion, potion,
Dungeon
potion,
Master,
potion. Yes.
did you do Avrod's hit points for the 5 days and his triage?
I did not update his triage, but I did his hit points, and he is back to full. So, yeah.
No more warranty for any of it.
But Dave, it looks like you're still at 69.
I was already in the middle of editing it. That's why I asked about yours. I was like, hold on.
Yeah.
I think Hans is probably up from that. Probably not 100, but
Yeah, probably considerable.
well,
Considerably higher.
actually, in those 5 days, I would have gotten him to 100 with spell work.
You know what? I'll allow for that. But
Thank
are
you.
you going to pray on somebody else's holy ground?
No, I would probably leave for that.
Okay.
That's splitting the party. Never mind. You're not wrong.
Would it be all right for John to have gotten back his spells?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to take any offense if you study your spells. And over a period of 5 days, I would say that, yeah, you've probably gotten them all back. Welcome back.
Sorry, it's been hectic by me.
So, by the way, party and the day that y'all spend figuring out all these scrolls and all of your precautions, I need you to mark off funds for food and lodging
5 gold sound good for not
for one day.
exactly. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. We're also gonna see if we can find an alchemist to get those potions. Yes.
Okay. I'm sure there's an alchemist in town. I do not have a name, but y'all want him to identify those for you?
Yep. Give me flip flaps.
Ecan Enam at the purple file.
Okay. He will charge you 50 gold to
Sounds good.
identify. Okay. So somebody is keeping track of this.
Yep.
And his success rate. Let's see. The first potion.
There's really a success rate. I admit, I have been given it as a 100 just because of how, relative to magic items, cheap the potions are. You know.
Okay. The first is a potion of ESP.
Ooh, like John D did to Kragan. No, I don't know
You've
about
never
that.
heard that story.
The second one is a potion of invisibility.
Oh, that's
Some would
good.
like that one.
He fails to identify the third one. He is not sure about what it does. There's
We'll come
no
back
charge.
to that. Oh, no
There's
charge?
no charge for that.
But I'm assuming that means that he probably can't just keep trying, can he?
No, he can't.
We'd have to find a different one, like a thief picking a lock. Clever, I like it.
The fourth one he has also failed to identify.
All right. Party, we don't really have a party fund, so
Was
who
it
wants
4
the
or 5?
potion gets to pay for it. It's 50 gold piece each. There are 4 potions.
Okay.
I'll pay for the invisibility.
Well, hold on,
Thank
Avrod.
you.
I imagine you want in on that.
Avrod would like that one.
So y'all get to figure that one out. Me, I don't really need either of those, so I abstain from that.
I wouldn't mind the potion of ESP.
You read my mind with it, I throw you through the door.
No, what if I want to talk to you and tell you to attack someone without them hearing me say it?
Can the
Okay,
potion
Is
even
that
do
y'all-
that?
Okay, what are y'all doing with the protection scrolls?
Good question. I don't mind like the protection from undead, but the rest of the stuff I don't think is really worth keeping. We should sell. Maybe keep the earth elemental just because that seems like a very specific but useful thing. Like say a scroll of protection from dragon's breath.
Okay, so who's hanging on to those scrolls?
Anyone want to hang on to the protection from undead?
No.
I'll throw my hat in that ring. That seems useful.
Okay. Nobody's contesting you taking the... Well, Avrod is not contesting you holding on to the protection from undead.
John, Dave,
You're good.
we lost the bard. Okay, so I will hold on to the protection from undead scroll.
Okay, Avrod will offer to carry the protection from blunt weapons.
Honestly, Avrod, I was thinking we could sell that. It seems so specific, you know? Oh no, someone is attacking me with a hammer. Oh, it is magical. Hold on, let me pull out my scroll and read from it, you know? But if you want to think, if you think that'll help you balance out the thing a bit, then by all means, my dude.
All right, so who's hanging on to protection from earth elementals?
Guys, please, don't let the crickets overpower you.
We
Dave?
should sell that. We should sell that.
You sure? It's specific. It's like really specific, but that's something where if we know we're going in to fight one of those, that will be a godsend. The blunt weapons is just how are you going to know until it's already happening, you know?
Do we know how long it lasts for?
No, it's a variable.
How long? Variable.
Yeah,
Like-
RNG, variable. Yeah.
He's wondering, like, is it only going to last for, say, 2 to 20 turns, that type of range? Is it 2 hours, 2 days? Just a rough idea of how long it could be
Yeah,
expected to
it's going to
function.
be measured in rounds, I'm sure.
Okay. Then it's not that useful.
All right, we can sell it. John, you want to sell it or keep it?
Personally, I have no care for holding on to it.
Avrod, you think we should sell it?
I don't know.
I'll be honest, guys, I'll hold on to it. I think it might be a good idea to
Okay,
hold on to.
then you should hold on to it and just write that down on your character sheet that you have possession of that party loot.
Yeah, I don't need stuff cluttering up my pack. You've got a really big pack, so you
I
got more
do.
room.
Okay, and John D, I take it you're holding on to the magic user scrolls, yes?
Yes.
Actually, Dungeon Master, I will build my collection of magic user scrolls with. Yeah, no, he can have them.
Yeah. Okay.
I also do spell books and brooches of shielding. So with that distribution, Avrod getting the protection from blunt magic weapons, me getting the protection from undead and earth elementals, and John D with the 2 magic user scrolls, and Dave with nothing. We go back to the potions of ESP and invisibility.
Yeah, Avrod was laying claim for invisibility.
I'll be real, John. I think we should let him have it. It does seem to suit his chosen line of work.
All right.
Would you prefer the ESP, John?
Now, Avrod, you are paying for the identification fee for it, though. The 50 gold.
Okay, he'll pay for that.
I would like to see what the other 2 potions are. We should probably try to find another potion master around here.
All right. Anyone want the ESP potion?
Yes.
Okay, Dave, you're paying 50
Oh,
gold
and
for it.
Avrod.
Yes.
I've dealt with, well, our party in the past has found invisibility potions before. You only need to take a small sip for its effects to work, so it's a multi-use.
Oh, well, thank you for that knowledge.
Oh, Dave, keep that in mind for
I'll
your
still
potion.
use it to our advantage.
Very good.
All right, so Dungeon Master, it sounds like John D is going to spearhead the campaign of finding a different alchemy shop, say the Bubbling Bastion, in hopes of getting that guy to identify the 2 potions. Now, failure to identify, did that mean the guy's like, these are elixirs, or he just, nah, I can't tell what this is?
He can't tell what they are.
Because obviously no one can tell what an elixir is.
I gotta do a thing here real quick.
Why can't they tell? What is an elixir? The combination
Elixir
of
is a special
multiple
concoction that if you drink even part of it, you get like the worst of the negative effects, but if it's a positive thing, you've completely spoiled it. It's a last-ditch effort attempt thing. They are known to be very powerful or very powerful in the other direction of evil. It could restore life to someone who's dead or kill them.
They're kind of all or none.
They're great for the last-minute desperation Dungeon Master. As the troll advances on me, I will dig through my pack, pull out the elixir, and chug it in hopes that it instantly heals me to fall.
Okay.
Alternatively, it turns your skin green and makes you sick.
Alright, that is 0, 0, 7, 0, carry the 1, 7.
But yes, the elixir of youth, the elixir of life, those exist. The elixir of death, of course, exists too. And undoubtedly there's an elixir that ages you, because fuck you, that's why.
Now, I'm sure you're all wondering why I've called you here tonight. So.
Yeah. 2 potions.
Let's see.
Looking to identify.
Out of here. Okay, and something up there.
Do I have permission to look at what the spider climbing boots actually do?
The slippers of spider climbing? Sure, go ahead. That's an unearthed arcana item. Hey, Mama.
I hate to interrupt you guys, but I thought Captain Marvel was a guy.
No. No, Captain Marvel.
I mean, there is a version of one. The original
Captain
Captain
America
Marvel
is a guy.
No, girls. The original Captain Marvel was a guy, then it became a girl. In the comics.
Okay, what I said was Captain America is a guy, but the current Captain Marvel is a girl.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm
There's
just
more to it than
stating
that.
things straight.
Well, I remember Captain Marvel comic books.
Yeah, there was a guy, and
Thank you.
but yeah,
Because I caught the end of Captain Marvel while the one that kept saying, she this and she that, and I thought, what the hell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, guys. So one at a time. I'm sure y'all want this because maybe you've forgotten, but magic items have an
XP.
experience point value.
Oh, Double M typed it into one of the chats already.
I did earlier, but we have potions still that we wanted to get done. But yeah, that can wait. I
Okay,
guess if you want to do
so-
the XP first.
Who wants to go first and name off your shit, and I'll tell you the XP value.
Gino,
I
why
do.
don't you start?
Yay. Splint mail +3.
Splint mail +3 has an experience point value of 2,250.
Next up is Scimitar +1 +2 versus magic user and enchanted.
600.
600. Okay, next up is Ring of the Ram.
Ring of the Ram. That one's worth a whopping. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. 750.
50. And the potion you don't get until you use it, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
All right. Next.
I guess I'll go. Dungeon Master Hans has claimed a large metal shield of the Third Order.
Okay. Shield +3. 800.
Nice. Sword +1 +3 versus regenerating.
700. Wait, hold on. No. 800.
Nice. +1 +3 versus lycanthropes.
700.
A wand of size alteration.
That is worth 3,000.
Nice. Do the scrolls count for any, or is it when you use it you get the XP?
Yeah, when you use it.
Okay, that is all my magic items that I got from this thing as far as I can recall.
Okay. John D.
Okay. So, I have slippers of spider climbing.
With death, Scarab of Boss, Spade. Must be on one of the later tables. 1,000.
Okay. Now I have 2 broadswords +2.
Okay. Swords, sword +2. 800 each.
Okay. Okay, now. Wand of paralysis.
Okay. Actually, it's paralyzation.
Paralyzation.
3,500.
2,500?
3,500.
Okay. The Identify, Minor Globe, Magic Mirror Scroll.
Those are worth 100 per level of the spell. So
Okay,
you
so
have 1,442, so 1,100. But that's when you use them.
oh,
He doesn't get it till he uses them. Yeah, use it. Now, I need to make a little cheat sheet here, or I'll just add this onto the one that I have. So let's see, charged items. Ring of the Ram. wand of size, para, and magic missile. I have to randomly determine how many charges on are each of those. And y'all have to guess.
Ooh. I'm just hoping. I'm going to try it in session and find out, I guess, that I can recharge the Ring of the Ram.
With what?
Shell of Strength.
What an
Seems
interesting
like
idea.
It seems like a strength spell-based thing.
Huh. I gotta be real here. That's very smart. GG, Gina.
We'll see if it works, though.
That many?
And can we charge it past the point that we got it?
Hey, John D, I'm going to give you some information as you are a magic user. Wands are like batteries, okay? Like a rechargeable battery device. If you run all of the charges out, it's done. It's over. It's spent. No going back. As long as it's got one charge left, you can recharge it. Okay, there's the other side of it, though. If you overcharge it, it's like a battery. And some batteries explode when you overcharge them. Now, would you like to hear my solution that I use with Ikrormead? Because, as you know, he's got a few wands. And he is able to recharge his wands. He has the right spells for doing that. I keep track of how many charges I've used, and when it comes time to recharge it, I charge it back up to where it started.
Yep.
Okay? So far, I've never had to use more than like 14 charges on the Wand of Frost and no more than 10 on the other. So far, I've been hitting safe ground. Now, I do have the actual knowledge of how many charges the wands do have, but my character does not. So I'm kind of really super on the honor system with that. And since I'm following that very strict guideline, and thankfully I have not ran either of them dry yet. But that's the way to do it. Keep track of how many charges you use, and hopefully you don't use too many, but never give it more than you've taken. That's my advice, player to player. Okay?
Yeah.
In fact, Gina, I'm going to give you another gimme. Generally, if an item was made by a cleric, it takes a cleric to recharge it. If it was made by a magic user, it takes a magic user to recharge it. Although there could be special dispensation for clerics recharging a magic user or a general purpose item, but the Ring of the Ram is more in line with magic users. Let me see if this... I think Mama answered it. Yep. Okay. In fact, there is a magic user spell for recharging that. But then there's some items like a wand of dispel magic. A cleric or a magic user could recharge that one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my gimme. Really, you need a high-level magic user to recharge that shit. Although possibly you could pray for something that would work. You know? You'll have to ask God. He, in turn, will ask me. And I'll either thumbs up or thumbs down, and we'll go from there. All right. So y'all have figured out your scrolls, your potions, your heavy-duty magic items, sold off some stuff that didn't seem that important to the party. Nobody decided to keep a spare suit of magic armor. I mean, think about the other night with the ang kegs and the acid bath I took. spare suit of magic armor might be a good thing to keep, even if it's just +1 leather in the future, my friends.
We were we're pretty big in debt, and we still had to pay some money after that, so I think it was a fair thing. It's not like we sold off good stuff either. It was +1 or +2.
But your armor classes and your ability to hit shit now reflects that.
Mm-hmm. I finally have a magic weapon.
Okay, and at this point, let's see. Considering I'm going to try and be nice here. For the guys y'all killed, 10 of them. And again, they were not carrying a lot of loot on them. Assume they each had, say, the equivalent of 25 gold on them. That's 250. Split 4 ways. Let's see. Okay. And with the sale of all of their mundane crap, if I round it up from 250 to 300, that would give you each 75 gold piece of loot from the slavers. Sound fair?
I'm accepting of that.
Okay, 75 gold pieces. Don't forget your XP for that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was already there. Becomes a 6, becomes a 2, carry the 1. Yay. And gold piece 75, whatever denominations we really want.
Yeah, I mean, because it would have been a mix. But when y'all went to sell their backpacks and cloaks and blankets and miscellaneous other shit that they had.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay. Updated. Did we sell their horses with that? And, some of the bigger shit like the armor and the weapons that might sell for more? Or was that counted in there and we're just going to move forward?
I'm lumping that in.
Okay. So the 2 potions that we didn't get identified, did those get identified while I was out?
Nope. And if y'all want to keep some of the horses for yourselves, you've got 2 pulling the wagon. Are y'all keeping any of the other horses?
Do any of them look like they can carry Hans?
Not well or for very long.
That's what I figured. So, no, I will stay in the wagon.
Okay, Avrod has no interest in owning a horse. So, John D. and Dave, that's up to y'all. Did y'all want to keep a horse or no?
I already own 2 big-ass horses. No, thank you.
John D has the fly spell. What does he need a horse for?
I'm good.
Okay.
Now, Dungeon Master, we were going to try to find a different alchemist to identify those other 2 potions.
Yeah, okay. You're going to find 2 other alchemists in the city, and they're going to be like, oh, you already took it by that guy? They'll give it a shot, and they're like, I don't know.
What the hell?
You've already seen the best.
All right.
You got the number 1 twice in a row.
What the fuck are these potions?
Oh, yeah, off-world knowledge. The guy that did the identification for you. Yes, he was the high priest of the temple.
Very nice.
By the way, John D., didn't you do a whole bunch of studying on the various religions and shit?
Somewhat.
Okay, John D., I'm going to give you an intel check at a penalty of 4. And Dave, I'm going to give you an intel check.
Oh. I failed. I rolled 20.
Okay, yeah, it seems like something you ought to know, but it just doesn't click with you.
-4. Let's see.
Dave was out sick that day.
Oh, that's
Okay.
4. Sorry, but 8 was
penalty 4. So after a couple of days, and maybe you took a peek at your books and stuff. Oh yeah, that's Mugid, the god of sickness and perversion.
Lovely.
Of course, that doesn't mean he lied about what any of the magic items were.
Totally.
No, I haven't just planted a seed of doubt in your head.
Alright, Dungeon Master, since we can't get these potions identified here, Hans will suggest that Hans and John get them and basically treat them as elixirs. Drink it if you're desperate.
Desperation juice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me write that on the cheat sheet. So, who's got A?
I'll get it.
And who's got B?
John B. Why don't you take potion D? I mean, yeah.
Gonna be honest, I can take it, but I probably won't use it if I don't know what it is.
Bro, you're injured,
Just put it on
bleeding
your
out,
character
whatever the
sheet.
fuck you're fighting has you up against the wall. You've managed to grab a second of respite, you pull out that thing from your bag, you chug it. Otherwise, yeah, just hold on to it until it gets lost. We can't really sell it, I assume. No one's gonna buy it if they don't know what the fuck it is. What is it? It's
Yeah.
not an elixir? Or...
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I'm going to go down the street yelling, mystery potion for sale.
Try your fortune! It might make you immortal. It might murder you on the spot and disintegrate your bones. Try it now for 25 gold pieces. Non-refundable. Yeah.
You almost had me sold there.
That was the no refunds policy that got you, huh?
No. It was to disintegrate the bones. That sounded like fire, and I was like, hold on, I won't come back from that.
Oh, you think there aren't potions that can handle regenerators? You are sorely mistaken. Hell, try both of them at once. See what miscability does to 2 unknown potions.
Yeah. Dave, have you ever been told about the potion festivals at Happy Land?
Nope.
Oh, so for years, Happy Land would send caravans out to buy up all the potions they could find, anything within 200 miles in any direction. And they would pay double the standard price. Yeah.
And they'd have big parties where they'd drink them all?
No, they'd bring them all back to Happy Land, and there'd be a big party, but one person drank them all.
Oh.
Crow the Undying.
Every potion he can get his hands on?
Do you know why that is, Gina?
No.
Should I tell him?
Sure.
On the Dungeon Master's Guide, there's a section called Potion Miscability, which is basically what happens when you mix 2 potions together. And there's a D100 table. At the lower end, it's explosion. Everything around the thing explodes, basically, and the person is slain or gets this many points of damage. Or it concocts into a deadly poison, or the effects of both are neutralized.
Toxic gas. Or
Toxic gas. But on the upper end, miracle. One of the potion effects that is drank becomes permanent.
Yeah.
It's only a 1% chance, but Crow
1%
regenerates,
chance.
so he's got the time to do it and the money to do it. Why the hell wouldn't he?
Now, there were some explosions. There were some toxic clouds. There were other things. But let me check. For the record.
The majority of miscability is one doesn't work, one works at half strength. Both work somehow if they're not conflicting. You know, it's only the fringe cases where one of them becomes permanent or something. So if you want to take these 2 outside the city limits and chug them together, I'll let you buy it off me for 5 gold pieces just to see what happens.
Okay,
From a
he
safe
did
distance,
get
of
permanent levitation.
Motherfucker, he did?
He did.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is. So out of thousands of potions drank, and a bunch of them, things that have instantaneous effects, like potions of healing, yeah, there's no point. That you won't get that permanent. But he did build up quite a stockpile of healing potions and other instant effect usage stuff for his people. But yeah, he got this ability with a potion of levitation, so that is a permanent ability of his.
Impressive.
And even though the rumors abound that Crow the Undying has not been seen in Happy Land for quite some time now, it seems they still carry out the yearly, what would you call that, expeditions to gather up potions and return them to Happy Land.
See, I would do it double M with the ESP potion and the invisibility potion. Because either one of those 2 permanent would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might not think so if you had permanent invisibility.
Honestly, permanent ESP might suck worse.
Yeah, try sleeping.
Just go
Now-
far away from people.
If you could turn it on and off at will, that'd be different. But, you know, it's not godlike.
Yeah,
Honestly,
but
it'd
I'm
be
sure
far
Crow
easier just to
doesn't.
kill a Forsaken and such.
I'm sure Crow is not just going around constantly levitating.
No, I mean you
No.
get to control your altitude with levitation, so you can.
He
set
can just
yourself
levitate
on
himself
ground.
back onto the earth.
Up, down, yeah.
So, party, I believe, aren't we looking at someone leveling up for training or something?
Yeah, that was the thing. Y'all had a whole lot of XP there. So did y'all calculate your XP? And as
I
I
did.
tackle,
I'm at the
as
other
I
half.
tackle on another day,
Did you give XP for those guys?
I gave XP for the magic items and stuff. Have
Yeah.
I calculated for those guys, the slavers?
Yeah, I'm
Nope.
not going to level up anyways.
Nope, but I'm going to hand that off to Double M while I go pee and get a smoke. Double M,
Yeah, huh?
they were all, let me double check, make sure I've got this right. Except for the two that left, which you're not getting XP for.
Not even base? Ah, well.
Nope. But all the rest were the equivalent of third level fighters.
Hit points?
You know what? Give me a moment and I'll tally that up. You start tallying up
Right.
the rest.
Anything special or exceptional ability-wise? Missile discharge,
Nah.
armor class below 0. They had some good armor.
It tallies out.
I get.
40.
So I'll just generate for 10 third-level fighters without hit points. Yeah, 10 of them.
No hit points. There are dogs.
I'm getting you the hit points.
35 base plus 3 times hit points. Okay, so that's 350 plus 3 times their total hit points.
$55 on that. For a total of 215 hit points.
215 times 3 is not plus 3. 215 times 3 is 645.
645.
Plus 350 gives us a total of 995 XP for those 10.
Okay.
About 100 each.
995? Is
Yeah.
that what you said?
Yep.
All right. 995 divided by 4. Call it 1,000. So 250 each.
I'll accept that. Thank you, Dungeon Master.
You're welcome.
Okay, plus 250 XP from the monsters. Oh, yay,
Yeah.
I leveled.
Now I shall smoke and pee. And
You did
yeah,
not level
seriously,
up, did you?
check your shit.
I wish. No. I am now at the other end of leveling up. You know, I'm more than halfway there, but. Oh, my bad. No, I was more than halfway there 10,000 XP ago. I still need another 25,000 before I'm there.
I need 13,000.
God damn, I need a good sword, and then I can challenge Grest, guys. Or Forsaken first to break my teeth. Cut my
Yeah,
teeth
yeah.
first.
The Forsaken will literally break your teeth before Gress does.
I'll be fine. But no,
Your
think
teeth
about
don't
it, guys.
regenerate, bud.
No, Grest fought Forsaken, right? That's what he's famous for. So when I know I can beat Forsaken, then I can challenge him. But goddamn, I got a magic sword, I got a magic shield, I got magic armor. Let's
Nice.
fucking go.
John beat a Forsaken. Does that mean he should go fight Gress?
Maybe. John, do you think you could take Grest?
Yeah.
Thing is, John isn't really a warrior. Don't get me wrong, John. You're doing great. I saw you back there at that fight. You were great while I was stuck there. Anyways, but I'm pretty sure you didn't defeat Vatbrak the Destroyer with your swordplay. No, you used your sorcery and your spells, and that has no place in a warrior's contest. Fucking goddamn assholes with their spells.
Fuck, I forgot I was muted.
And welcome to
let
Gino's
that.
life.
Been talking to y'all. Okay, so in response to can I take on Gress, I said fuck no.
A wiser man than me. Seriously, I think
And
your
let
wisdom
me-
score is higher.
let me set in you on a let me let you in on a little secret. I learned from a certain person that Rest has weapons that make him detect that as immortal. They're so powerful.
Oh, sweet! You can find him! No, that was a joke. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure if you want to find him, you know where he'll be.
Yeah, Axholm. Just ask if I can find him. Easy peasy.
At Camp Caribou.
Alright, I'll have to get more powerful weapons. That is, I think, my weak point right now.
What
That
do
and
you
just
mean?
my overall skill level. I'm sure he's
You
much
just
better
got
than I
those
am.
2 new bastard swords.
They're good, don't get me wrong. +1,
He's
+3 versus
he's
regenerating.
regenerating for the +3.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
but
probably a lycanthrope.
I don't know about that. Anyways, they're good, but if he's got weapons that detect as immortals, then, oh gosh, I can only imagine. They must be +4 swords or something. How high does it go?
No, I've seen +4 swords. They'd have to be on the level of like relics or artifacts or some sort.
Then I need to get relics or artifacts. Hey, girls.
Hey,
Just
Alright,
player
you know what?
kibitz about, hey, I've got the armor, I've got the shield, I just need a good sword and I think I can take Grest. But I should probably
Well,
try and
then
break
we
my
should
teeth on a
search
Forsaken
out
first.
Shallow Shiny Blades for you.
Maybe.
It's a relic.
Yeah, but don't those have to go to weaponeers? Like something about them being best utilized by them?
I'm sure. But
You should know you're part of their order.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Dave, yeah. The in the hands of a true son of Shalif, the shiny blade will glow and pulse like a heartbeat. But to realize its full power and potential, it must be in the hands of a weaponeer.
And that is the way we can finally get Hans to transfer over to Shalif and become a weaponeer.
Bro, I just picked up a +3 large metal shield. Shalif is freaking amazing. I love him. He's great. But
You
I
throw
don't
it
think I
down
have a
for one
true
of those
son,
shiny
I say,
blades.
as I pat my Bertha and hold my shield in the other hand.
If you saw the true power of one of the shiny blades, you would be a son.
Maybe. Well, we can keep looking. So, that's a good point. We did rent a thing over in Axholm, and in about 100 days or so, Hagen's probably just going to sell my shit. Now, granted, it's just my old leather armor and some other basic stuff. Well, the old chainmail armor and my old bastard sword. But we might want to start heading back towards Axholm now. I don't know. Or we can go the long route, But first, does anyone need to time skip level up?
I wouldn't
Hmm?
I wouldn't mind training with my scimitar, but if no one needs to, we can move on.
I have no desire to spend more time here than necessary. Already, I feel like we've kind of stretched our luck. Maybe the gods have smiled upon us that we haven't been attacked.
Okay, so does this mean the party is ready to move out and leave Slaverton in the rearview mirror? I think someone's adding up his XP.
Yep. Now, as
I'm
far
pretty
as
certain I can level up in fighter.
Huh?
Pretty certain I can level up in fighter.
Pretty soon? Or pretty sure?
Okay,
It's not a
this is the
question.
annoying bit. I did not take my character sheet. It's with me, and I'm in a trip in Georgia right now.
Oh, oof.
And I guess
I
you
know
aren't
that I was
leveling up
within a
right
few
now.
thousand. If
Yeah.
not,
you don't have it accessible online, I thought you had it in a Google Doc.
no, it's on paper.
Rip.
Well.
However, I would like to spend some time training with the weapons regardless.
In Slaverton?
Why don't we just wait till next time when you have your character sheet and do it all at once?
All right.
That would be better.
So,
Let's
party.
get the hell out of Slaverton.
Yeah, no, so party, I was thinking about that actually. We want to head back to Axholm one way or the other, right? It's been some time, we've geared up a lot, plus we need to redo our thing with Hagen if nothing else, right?
Yes, Dungeon Master, is there a ferry of some kind that could take us across to that other city on the other
The other
side of
city
the
is, I
water?
believe, also Slaverton. They're just the same city, other shore.
Let me consult with the map.
And if there isn't, I will literally swallow Bertha.
And what, swim across?
Okay, so yes, there is a ferry And yes, the establishment on the other side of the river is also considered Slaverton.
So we go to South Slaverton, take the road to Sluice, see if we can get on a boat from Sluice to Sheer. Then I don't mind taking the road to Macedonus, Fontazar, back to Axholm, because I don't really like the idea of trekking all the way up north by that river, especially if we have a wagon with us.
Hey, get across the river to Sheer and off-road that shit.
I mean,
Don't
it
listen
almost
to the
would be
dungeon
faster.
master. Don't listen to the dungeon master.
You know, I don't like the idea of the Great Desolate either, but we'd really only be poking our toes in and then dipping back out.
And it's on a road.
Does this sound agreeable to the rest of the party? Slaverton South, Sluice, Sheer, Macedonus, Fontazar, Axholm?
Fair enough. We took the roundabout.
We did. We'll probably encounter some more quests and stuff. You know, we never did find anything about that white dragon, but legit, it's just because unless Dungeon Master there's some in-world thing that I wouldn't know of, that, like me personally, but my character would, where it's like, hey, you know, in about 100 days, Hagen's selling my shit, and, you know, like that shit.
We heard a rumor about one of Shallow shiny blades out in Scorch.
Fuck no. Fuck no, no, no. As the Dungeon Master who spends way too much time in the red fucking desert, no. We are not going in the desert more than we have to. No. Do you have any idea what kind of nasty shit lives there? I do. I dug through those books finding everything I could throw at a crow.
Okay, to be clear though, that is more in the Savannah-ish region. It's just slightly discolored because of map reasons.
Regardless.
But Scorch is definitely in the middle of the desert.
Yes. You'll notice there's not even a road.
No.
Doesn't even show the other cities that are not shown on this one.
So, party, it looks like we have a route. We have a destination. Dungeon Master, there's no I guess there's no good way of asking for it. There's no mail system where I couldn't hire some runners to basically take this journey I've outlined, go to Hagen, give him money, you know, obviously I'm paying them money too, and just, hey Hagen, it's Hans, hope you're doing well, we're out over by Oslam and such, here's the next 5 years rent, keep my shit safe.
Yeah, you're talking about hiring a messenger who would have to make the journey himself.
That'd be expensive.
Yeah, expensive, and he's not going to move but so much faster than y'all do.
Alternatively, I mean, I could say goodbye to the stuff. You know, let Hagen have it. It's leather armor, it's chainmail armor, and it's a bastard sword. That's it. Everything else is on me.
It'd be nice still to go back up to Axholm and see Galore again.
Alternatively,
I would like to go to Axholm.
Okay. Well, alternatively, we could, like, visit Oakton, Espy, Antral, you know, all these different cities that are already here. I don't know. What do you all want to do?
Oh, and by the way, party, all of you, mark off money for food and lodging for another day.
Duly noted.
I would like to go back to Axholm, and then after that, let's go to the Saspagirian Mountains and see about this Saspagirian full plate we hear so much about.
Actually, my character does not know about that, weirdly enough.
Well, I thought we talked about that in character before.
No, that was an out-of-character thing. I asked Grills, and no, Hans hadn't heard of it.
Oh.
But I gotta be real here, guys. I'm not much of a dwarf. But sure, we can check that out. Regardless, it looks like we have our path set. We can discuss after session. We're wasting time here. So, Dungeon Master, we're going to be heading to the southern edge of North Slaverton and looking for a ferry to cross to South Slaverton.
Okay.
Dave,
so,
wagons.
Early morning the next day, y'all set out. Blah, blah, blah. Eat breakfast. And so it is the 4 of you and the wagon with the 2 horses, correct?
And the 2 teamsters, unless they ditched us.
Oh, yes, Beavis and Buckley. We didn't ditch you. Yeah, I only tried once.
Big smile. Big smile.
I thought y'all were dead, though. Yeah.
I meant to terrorize him. I don't think it worked. I have to try again if he tries that again.
Some creatures, by virtue of stupidity, are immune to terrorism.
He's just that dumb, bro.
Alright, well, can't say I didn't try. Why the fuck are there 2 roads from Ghent to Dento?
Too
All
stupid to be scared.
Too stupid to be scared, too ignorant to die.
John D, what's it like to actually travel more than 10 miles in any given direction?
All right, so party, you will indeed make it after about an hour or hour and a half, maybe 2, somewhere in there. Make it to the southern edges of, well, not southern, but southwestern edges, the river of northern Slaverton. And in your inquiries about a ferry across, there are many. One of them seems decent enough. The captain or the first mate, whoever y'all end up talking to, will inform you that, yeah, all right. The cost is 1 gold per freeman.
What about my horse and...
Let's see. Price for that: 2 silver per horse and 5 silver for the wagon.
Sounds good.
Yep.
When do we depart?
They're leaving at. Let me think. Get this right in my head. Because they would have a schedule that they like to keep because of the distance across. Yeah, they'll be leaving at noon.
Sounds good. I say we pay for passage, hang out here, board, and depart. So, everyone in agreement? Because if so, I'm marking off my gold piece for myself, and yeah.
Yeah, I paid for my stuff.
Right, John, Avrod, 1 gold piece each for you 2, and then boom, we have passage booked.
Hey, do you want to duel a bit while we wait?
Dungeon Master, it's probably not going to be a great time for that, but if possible, sure, why not?
I was just thinking, like, you try to attack John, and John just try to parry with his swords. Just to get some training
He's
in.
trying to get some training in 5-minute increments. It's very funny.
Okay.
I will switch to the +1/+3 versus lycanthropes because I'm not trying to hurt him. I'm pretty sure he's not a lycanthrope. Pretty sure. Yeah.
We don't have to roll that out if you don't want to.
I wasn't intending on it, unless Dungeon Master wants us to.
No, I'm not going to make y'all do it. Neither of you is out for blood, per se. Okay, and Hans, you had a thing in action. Dave, could you have healed me a bit during our time skip? Dave, as you know, we discussed that no, you weren't going to pray for spells at the other temple, but you've got 2 days that you could have been healing him some.
Oh.
I will retroactively allow for that. This has been kind of
disjointed.
Then in 2 days, I definitely could have healed you fully.
Alright, Dungeon Master, can I say out loud the number of hit points I'm down? It's not significant, and I imagine
How
2
many
days.
is it?
10.
10? Yeah, I'm going to rule that he could have healed you up that many in 2 days.
Thank you, Dungeon Master. That's very nice.
You're welcome.
And all my spells are back up to full as well, Dungeon Master?
Sure.
Thank you. Same spells I've always had, so I didn't change anything. It's nothing new.
Now, while I'm at it, is the party resupplying on anything while you're in the city?
Horse meal and rations.
Torches? Do we need torches?
We got torches. We got torches last place.
Okay.
We got 100 of them.
Okay. Horse meal, standard prices. And mark off the money.
Same thing for rations?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Topped up. Looking good.
Oh, let me check. Okay. So that means at Ah. Okay, so Hans, John D, you're sparring. Dave, what are you doing while y'all wait for noon to come around?
I'm just sitting quietly, praying.
Oh, if there's any surface, like kind of like walls or anything nearby, he will utilize his spider climbing thing just to test it while doing it.
While you're fighting. Yeah, let me refresh my memory on that.
It says I have my hands free to do whatever I want while I'm climbing.
Yeah, let me
I feel like
refresh
I could
my
just sort
memory.
of step away from the wall and okay, now what?
Like, jump off.
Scarab. No, slippers. Okay. All right, so you show off a little bit with your slippers while you're doing that. And of course, this does affect your combat as you're not accustomed to moving vertically as such, because that puts your body like in a horizontal fashion. But yeah,
Might as well get practice in with that, though.
yeah. Okay, you're getting practice in. So apparently, guys, John D is part bug because he can stick to the wall.
We were there when they identified the thing and we discussed who got what.
Okay.
Yeah. Freaky looking, John. I don't know if the wall would hold me.
Anyhow, again, not much of an advantage against your 8.5 foot reach. Anyhow, y'all spar. Dave, you said you were doing what?
Sitting quietly.
Sitting
thinking.
quietly. Okay. And Avrod will strike a conversation with somebody else who is also waiting for the ferry.
Hadn't Avrod said to me earlier that he wished to speak to me?
Yes. In fact, let's see. Do we have another voice channel?
I can make one.
Is this all we have? Is the one?
Well, we have
Wait.
the
We have the Mead campaign.
Voice
Gina.
chat too. It exists.
Oh, okay. Gina, drop down a voice with me.
Okay.
Never needed one before. What do you think they're talking about?
not sure.
Probably some healing or something.
I'm just looking at my spells because I'm gonna replace my enlarge spell with something else.
Okay, John,
Since
do
you have the wand.
So what I might do is, after I've used it, I'll be like, John, can you recharge it?
Yeah, but I'm not keeping that on tap for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have it for my own. And I save that for my own uses. You know?
Just wait.
I'm gonna
Hans
save
is
it
gonna
with
pull out
sleep.
the wand,
Yeah.
tap himself, and be like, "Embiggen!" Oh, that's a good point. DM.
You can also make yourself smaller if you want to get into those dungeon spaces. But that might be a little bit, costly, depending on how long we're in there.
Yeah, I don't know how long it lasts for. I mean, I do, but I don't.
I mean, I don't know what level it casts as.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, party, John and Hans are sparring somewhat, and Hans, I'm pretty sure you're the. Actually, I don't have to be pretty sure, or guess, or ask. I can look at my damn sheet.
Hey, DM.
Yes.
During the time we spent in the city, this didn't occur to me till now, so I'll accept it. No, you have to wait till you get on the other side. Could I buy something to hold that wand in? Or, no, it's too late to ask for that now.
Like a sheath?
Yeah, wand sheath, basically.
You may have done so.
Alright, cost?
1 gold.
Done.
Leather sheath.
Can I piggyback on that?
Can you what?
Can I
Piggyback?
piggyback off that?
Sure.
You know what else I'd like to see?
What?
Big old Hans with that little tiny wand in 2 fingers, trying not to break it.
I'm surprised y'all didn't try to sell that other thing you have.
No, that's for the white snail. We know that belongs to the white snail.
Okay.
Honestly, I had forgotten about it. Thank you.
We have to wait till we find a white snail.
Isn't there one in Fontazard?
Actually,
Yes, there
John,
is.
I wanted to ask you a question.
Okay, what's the question?
No, it's for John. Do you have that
Oh.
large spell handy?
When are you asking this?
This will be, when we're like ready to board. This is going to be for later, but I'm thinking if you can recharge the wand just once, I want to try it on myself, see how big it makes me and how long it makes me big for. And then once we have a rough idea how long it lasts and how big it makes me, it will be more usable in the future because it won't be a surprise. And this way you can
I
recharge
do not have
afterwards.
it available right now because I swapped it out for something.
Alright, later though.
Since you have the wand.
Later though,
I don't
okay?
need to. Hi.
And Dungeon Master, I think I remember most of the thing now, including like range and stuff about it. I don't know how much Hans should know about it though.
What, the wand of size alteration?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll look it up when you go to use it.
Okay.
And we'll figure it out then, and that way it'll be a surprise.
Just keep in mind I plan on using it out of combat to test it.
Okay, well,
John recharge.
We'll burn that bridge and salt the earth when we get to it.
Sounds awesome. In the name of... Not saying
Name.
it. No! You idiot! What the Dungeon Master thoughts he said that in character.
That wasn't in character. Dave would never say that.
Yeah, I didn't think that was in character, and I'm letting you slide. But next time, if you don't specifically say out of character, I will, I will roll the dice. I'm being generous because my party is not full of dumbassery. They have teamsters for that. Dude, does this mean we're like in the mafia now? Yeah, we're made men. What's that mean?
Okay, I have my spells typed out for future reference.
That's a good idea. All right, party. A little bit more time goes by. Y'all have cleaned up after your sparring session because you did not spar for fucking 2 hours straight.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Obviously.
And the ferrymen, the crew are announcing, okay, cargo and animals first, then slaves, then passengers. Yeah, all right, make sure you get all the slaves secured first. Yeah.
He brings his wagon up there.
Yeah. So, yeah, the wagon is cargo, the horses are animals, and yeah. So they get your, they take over, the crew does. Great big planks, and
Hans, you could pretend to be my slave, and you could get early boarding.
I was on the phone, but I heard that. Fuck you. No.
Come on, like Chewbacca when they went into what's his Jabba the Hutt's lair. Yeah.
No, I think you're thinking of the Death Star where they had him handcuffed to go into the prisoner cell.
Because remember, Leah had him trussed up like he was a prisoner, and yeah, she was in disguise. Yeah, Jabba the Hutt.
Okay, but it also happened in the first movie.
Oh yeah, it did.
And that's what I come to mind most.
Wow. I don't know. This is more of a gangster bounty hunter environment than the Death Star.
Fair enough.
Yeah. In fact, guys, the last week, 7 days, whatever, y'all have seen a lot of seedy looking characters. Anyhow, moving forward, as everything is loaded up, and
You've seen our party, right, Dungeon Master?
yeah, it's even
We're pretty
seedier
seedy
than your
looking.
party.
Okay.
I mean, this is the kind of city that a Croromede would feel right at home in, and it'd be like, yeah.
You can make this entire place your bitch, you know?
There's no greater hive of scum and villainy, is it?
Lost Isley, there's no greater hive of scum and villainy. We should be careful. Or something very close to that. Vader's probably Googling it.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
There you go.
No, actually, I'm doing a bit of math.
Well, you were gone, Double M. We got you on with the double boarding program. You weren't here to say no, so.
Thanks. I'll be sure to introduce you to the overboarding program.
That's a good one.
Okay, so party, y'all got loaded onto the ferry, and it strikes out, and it has oars and it has sails, but basically it resembles mostly a deep based barge. You know,
Okay.
not a shallow draft, but a deep draft barge. And of course, you Freemen, you stay on the upper deck. The wagon, the horses, the slaves, those are all below decks. And apparently, that other guy that Avrod's been talking with, he's also a passenger.
Say hello, be polite. I assume, obviously, he's no good friend of Avrod's, but, common courtesy.
Yeah, he'll do a kind of chest thump thing. Hi, I'm Targent, and he'll open his hand but not really reach out. Is like he's not sure if you want to shake hands or not. But
I'll respond, chest thump, give him a shake.
okay,
Obviously, not using any real force.
okay. He looks muscular. You're not sure if he would be exceptional or not, but he's muscular. He does have a bow. He's wearing leather armor. He has a pair of swords on his side. He's a little on the short side, but not much. Mid to late 20s, human. And yeah, he's been talking about hunting and beast and stuff with your companion Avrod. And yeah, he may be something of a tracker himself. Anyhow, party, the first hour of your magnificent river cruise goes without hitch. No encounters that you're aware of. In fact, the second hour of your river cruise also goes without hitch. Gets a little sketchy after that.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Might need to use that wand sooner than I thought.
You're gonna get big?
I can shrink things, too.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
So if you need to get in somewhere that's too big for you, you could also
Mhm.
shrink yourself.
Hence why I want to
Yeah.
figure out the duration on that, because that's going to be something to keep in mind.
If
If it's just for a round, fuck no. But no, more specifically, if we're attacked by some horrible sea monster, which I just know is about to happen, I might be able to shrink it and scare it off.
Or you could shrink it, and in that amount of time, we could boil it and eat it.
Well, damn, that won't work. Those are oceanic only. Okay. 5 plus that is that. Nope. No, those are not aquatic. Or airborne.
That's +4 chain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty nice, yeah.
Or I could. Oh, those. Wow. Yes.
That was like 3 die 4 worth of them. That's not a good thing.
Ooh, my headphone's about to die. Better just switch to the phone audio.
Anyone in the car with you? Not car, but
I'm alone in a room.
are you sure? Give me a perception check.
Are you truly alone?
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I've already
Are
thought
we
up
ever-
rhymes for the usage of the wand. I know that's not written into the description. I remember it that much. It's a thing they did with the wand of polymorphing, but not this.
Okay, this is fucking beautiful. This will work so good. However, I need pee. So,
Okay.
B.
My first water encounter.
Yeah. All right, give me a couple minutes, guys.
It's gonna be a fucking Leviathan, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If it is, I
The-
might have a weapon.
The river Leviathan as compared to the desert or marine Leviathan, yes.
It's time to throw everything,
So-
including the kitchen sink. Wand, I command you, make it shrink!
So, guys, you're probably going to want to get ready for perception checks, but don't do it till I get back. I'll be
Yep.
back.
Yeah, I'll have it typed up. So I won't have a plus to any of my weapons because of the proficiency penalty, but I will still have a +2 to my damage.
Yep.
That'll be nice.
And you can strike creatures only hit by +2 or better.
Yeah. Certainly an upgrade. Now, how do you do 2 to 7 damage?
D6
1d6
1.
plus 1.
Ah,
2
got
die
it.
4, d6 plus 1, yes. Short of the two-handed sword, I think the broadsword actually does pretty good versus small man-sized damage, so...
All right, so people, let's see your perception checks in the Dice Rolls channel.
Okay, ready?
I am ready.
Wow.
Wow, John D. just made it. Okay, let's see. Hans, yes, comfortably, and Dave also comfortably, but John D just barely there. Okay, so as y'all are, actually it wouldn't have mattered because I'm sure some of the crew would have noticed as your craft is moving across the river, pointed in a west by northwest direction, because obviously you have to aim above your target with the river current. When there is cries and alarms called out, and you three will indeed spot, although John slightly belatedly, airborne creatures coming in from the northeast. They're very high up.
Okay,
with
very high up, as in range. What?
Thousands of feet. Definitely
Wait.
out of spell range at this time.
Okay. How many do they appear to be?
6, maybe 7, maybe 8.
Imagine enlarging myself and then I get to fire Bertha.
Yeah,
Are they flying formation?
Capsize the boat while you're at it, Hans. See, should I max these out? I should. All right, so
More XP.
and they do that, and that.
Oh boy, Dave, if only you could use a ranged weapon right about now.
If only these cowards would come down and fight me.
Touche.
He's always got a way around it. He'll stand there and yell, "You fucking cowards, come here!"
Come, dragon, and fight me! The dragon, of course, did not give two shits about you.
That's because he was a pussy. He knew the only way he could defeat me was from the air. And I died.
Movement. Sweet.
I just realized I have a ranged weapon. And I don't think I'll ever be able to use it now.
Oof.
The
You have
ring
a
of the
ranged
ram.
weapon?
The ring of the ram is a ranged unit dealy thing.
Oof.
It's not what I thought it was. I thought it gave me strength to bust through a door. But no.
Use it to break open doors or trade it to someone else for a different ring.
Yeah, breaking doors, it's still useful.
Yeah, but it still shoots forward a ram's head to break open the door.
Okay,
So
that's not combat. That's breaking a door.
Okay.
Shalif doesn't give a shit about how you break a door, but how you face your enemies. That must be sanctious. Okay, so again, guys, these and you will get a count. There are 7 of them, and no, John D, they are not in any kind of formation. They are jockeying about, but they are moving like, I don't know, like a flock of birds. They do have wings that you can tell, as you can see the wings moving. You can't make them out at this distance, but they begin to dive. And that distance is rapidly diminishing. They are moving fast. And they are definitely angling towards your transport. Now, actions for the round. Aim Bertha, holding fire until they reach 100 yards or so. Okay, what is that for you, Hans?
That is short range for Bertha.
Short range? John D, let you know when they are 180 yards away, or before that, John D?
Okay, before that, since they're going so fast.
Yeah, because they're moving real fast. John D, being the mage that you are, with your intel of, what, 18?
Yep.
Okay, John, do you think they're moving at a speed of about 40?
Jesus Christ.
40
40.
tens of yards?
40 tens of yards in their dive.
Nah, obviously 40 inches per hour. I just raised
Which,
inches as tens of yards. Rip.
Yeah, 40 tens of yards. So 400 yards in feet. 1,200 feet per round. They are,
They're diving.
diving, and they are bullseyeing. So, John D., about what range do you wish to start casting?
What I'm thinking is casting it at a bit above the highest bit of the boat. How tall is the boat? Above me?
How tall is the boat? Well, without getting out my measuring rope and diving in the water and measuring from the stern to the deck, he lost me.
Fine then. Just trying to do some fast math.
Okay, are you talking about from the deck, from where you're standing to?
How tall are the sails is what I think he wants to know.
Yeah.
25, 30 feet or so. The mast.
Okay, so that's about 1/10 of yards. So I'm gonna set in the fireball 4/10 of yards up.
4 tens of yards. Okay, you're pulling it in close to. Hey, John D. Let's see. Okay, give me that initiative roll, party.
We got a
Got
6, Dungeon Master.
I do not got it.
Who rolled what?
6.
Okay.
I had
No,
not even
this
rolled
is-
when he called it out.
All right, so John D., you're trying to time your fireball to catch them at the 40 yard mark. 4 tens of yards high. Yes?
Yep.
So you're just basically letting them come in and detonate the fireball so that you won't catch the sails on fire.
Correct.
Wow. That works out better the way I said it, don't you think? Okay.
Back.
All right. So I got a Hans. I got a John D needs to type in fireballing above the sails. That thing.
Oh.
And I need a Dave.
So did I get my prayer off last round? You never.
Oh, I'm sorry, I did not see that. That's a one round casting time. Yes,
6 segments.
six segments. Prayer is off.
Okay.
Your spell is off and delivered. Remind us
Yep.
what it
I'll
does.
let-
+1 to hit damage and saving throws, -1 for the enemies. Man, I gotta really pick now each time I draw which sword I'm gonna go for. The regen would be great in most cases, I think, but I don't want to fumble and hit one of my allies. 2 of them regen. And again, fumbles are pretty rare.
Fireballing high enough above the sails not to catch them on fire. Nicely done. Damage attack save. Okay, Dave, and ready with hammer. Okay. And I'll need perception and intel checks from everyone as they're coming closer.
Whoops!
If you fail the perception, don't bother with the intel.
Nah, I dropped my thing on the floor.
Okay, so intel.
Yeah, that fails
Okay.
already. He's
Okay.
awesome.
Hans made his perception and failed the intel.
Made the intel. And
John D with the perception and the intel. Let's see. Dave failed the perception, so the intel doesn't matter. Okay, well then, John D, I'll tell you what nobody else in the party seems to have noticed. These large, man-sized, which is large for a bird-like creature. There's something strange about them, John D. They have the neck, head, and antlers of a stag.
This is a periton?
Truly, this is no natural monster. Yes, guys, carry on.
Sweet! Who's ready to reenact the tale of Crow the Undying? We got 2 generators. Come on, we can do this. We don't have a broom though.
Yeah, I'm
Dave,
planning on
flap your arms really
fireballing
hard.
before they get here. Let's hope.
Okay, so let me get back into actions for the round. So Hans, you may roll the hit.
Here we go. I rolled an 11. Dexterity cancels up proficiency penalty. That is as a fighter of 6th level. 11 at 6.
11 at 6. Now, I think that's a hit. Let me check.
It's like armor class 4, I think. Maybe 3.
4. And that is a hit.
Man-sized. 2 die 4s.
You may dice your damage.
I rolled 6 points of damage.
Okay. Noted. Got a double M.
Mhm.
What is it for wing? What is it, a third or?
So for creatures with wings that are membranous, half their hit points is enough to force them to land.
But feathers?
Feathers,
a third?
however, you know, they can take half and then they need to glide land, you know. And if they're at 3/4, then they crash land.
That's it, the 3/4. That's what
Mhm.
it was. I know you've looked it up more recently than I have.
Yep.
Okay, I'm on that.
That's not technically what the DMG says, it's that simplified system the other guy put, and I like that more, so that's what I'm using now. Would you
Oh.
rather try and crunch third imaginary hit points and bullshit?
Actually, yeah, I'm okay with that. Kind of. Let me look it up. Just airborne combat.
Page 1... No, not 1.
Aerial combat, page 50.
Really? Huh. Damn, there it is.
Now, where is the thing I'm looking for?
Page 53. Damage. Any winged creature
Yeah.
sustains damage greater than blah blah blah.
Fly spell, aerial missile fire, wings of flying, flying mounts. Okay, that's actually, yeah, that's 53. Any winged creature greater than 50% unable to maintain flight must land. Any winged creature will not even be able to control its fall and plummet. So yeah, 50% you gotta land, 75% plummet.
Feathered wings are slightly different, but if I recall correctly, peritons don't have that. Maybe they
Feathered
do, actually.
wings are not as easy to damage as membranous wings. Yeah, I'm not doing the extra hit point thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Fuck 'em. You get to fly, you get to die. That's all there is. Okay. Half and 3/4 are the benchmarks. Alright, so you have fired your crossbow and you've scored a hit on one of them. I know which one. And John D, because they can't do shit to you yet, but you have successfully placed your fireball and your timing. Dice your damage.
Hell yeah.
8
Nice.
6. Now, oh, Dungeon Master. Well, too late for me, and I shouldn't say it for the other thing, but prayer.
Does prayer affect spell damage?
We never really determined that.
But it does affect saving throw.
It at least affects saving throw, yeah, that much is specified. I know we've had prayer where it's like with magic missile, but you know what? Really, that's up in the air.
Let me look at it again.
This was
Prayer.
a pretty good garble.
Yeah, it was.
Prayer. What is that? First? No,
3rd level clerical,
third prayer.
Mm-hmm.
right around remove curse, if I'm not mistaken.
Prayer. Yep, right above it. The spell exactly duplicates the effects of a champ with regard to bonuses for friendly, saving throws, and the like. So let's go back to champ, which should be first. No, it's not. It's second. By means of the spell, the cleric brings into being a special favor upon him or herself and his or her party and causes harm to his enemies. Once the chance spell is completed, except for it keeps going, all attacks, damage, saving throws made by those in the area of effect who are friendly to the cleric are at +1, while those of the enemies are at -1. It does not say +1 per die.
Not per die for sure, but that extra point of damage.
So I'll give it a +1 to damage. So that, what was it, 37?
Yeah.
Becomes a 38.
And they get the saving -1.
Chant limits on syllables, stationary, any interruption, blah, 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 blah. Okay. That is my ruling. It will affect spell damage, but only by 1. Because it's not per die or this, that, or the other. And let's face it, this is pretty still even 3rd level, low level magic and not a major offensive for the cleric.
Forgot about it for Bertha's thing, but I'd say it's too late for that.
Penalty of 1 for...
Nope.
No, it's not.
They were too far away when the spell went off.
No, Bertha should have done 1 more point is what I was saying. But I forgot about it at the heat of the moment, so nah.
No, because the spell primarily focuses on you and your friends, your party. So he does get his +1 bonus to damage.
Yes.
And your enemies are still going to suffer what they suffer regardless of how far away they were when you cast the spell.
Really?
Oh no, just
That's
more I
how it
meant
works?
I forgot, so that would be the penalty I'd assign for
Oh,
myself. Because
well,
yep, should remember.
I've already adjusted for it.
Thank
I
you.
thought that the enemy would have to be inside the area of effect when the spell went off in order for them to be affected by the spell.
No, because remember, the spell effects are centered on you. So anything coming in as an enemy still gets it.
Be right back, fellas. Gotta go find a key.
Okay. $10.30. I should be alright with that. Alright, so that being the case, we have a 38 hit point fireball. These are... As that. This is spell.
Yep.
Okay, 38 hit points. Half of that is 19. Yeah, 19. 19 from that is... And 3/4 of that is... Alright. Wow, this encounter's not going to last as long as I thought it was. Alright, so, Gina, you're back?
Yep.
Okay. So, Hans, you fire Bertha and you hit one of them. And John D, you unleash a fireball, which, yeah, pretty cool looking. other people are scrambling about and doing other things. There's some crossbow fire from the deck of the ship, and your fireball blossoms. Woof. Good thing it's near noon, so you aren't completely blinded by this aerial spectacular burst. But two of the creatures are pulling out of their dive, and they're smoking, and they're headed towards the eastern shore. The other 5 char, burn, and splash into the water with limp movement as they plummet.
The difference between fighter and magic user at higher levels. I shot one for 9 points of damage. He shot all of them for 19 points of damage if they saved.
Yeah, most of them didn't.
And I get the distinct impression those two aren't coming back for more.
Okay, you're reloading. Dave is speaking, John nodding and talking. No spells, no missile fire. And a great cheer goes up from the crew of the ship. Okay, guys, that was 7 peritons, max hit points.
Hey. Wow.
Hey.
Is this what it's like to be on the same team Mead's on?
Nope.
Huh. No, an
Not
encounter was
exactly,
thrown,
but-
he fireballed it, it's no longer a problem in 1 round. Hot damn, that's happened so many times, but this is what it feels like to be on the other end of it.
And we're doing it for the mostly good side of things.
Forget good or evil. In this case, it was self-preservation, but, like, huh.
Yeah.
I would've
Mead
used-
always says it's self-preservation.
Yeah,
would've
if it was
used-
only gonna be like 1 or 2, I was gonna do like magic missile, but since there are a bunch of them, I decided for fireball.
Yeah, I would have used the rope and leveraged them. Just saying, y'all know I would have.
Well, we don't have a rope of entanglement, so unless we find one.
Yeah. Yeah. Just think about the treasure that got away when those other 2 guys rode off.
Is what it is. One day we'll settle up with them
Hey.
if we ever bump into them again.
Guys, and I know this is going to make 2 of you groan. One of them had a ring of fire resistance.
Aww, that's a shame.
You're fucking kidding.
No, I'm not.
Uh,
No, I'm not. In fact, you want to know what got away?
Please.
turn around. We're going back to Slaverton. We're hunting those fuckers down.
Scale mail +2,
Alright.
broadsword +1,
Hmm.
two-handed sword +1/+3 versus regenerating,
Hmm.
and a philosopher's stone.
The
What does
fuck?
that do?
Oh, that does some cool things.
Unearthed arcana. Okay.
That's what
the
Harry
other-
Potter had, remember?
I mean,
The other guy had a potion of... Oh, yeah. Superheroism.
Oh, that would have been nice.
A filter of stammering and stuttering. Yeah, y'all wouldn't miss that. A -2 cursed short sword. And a ring of fire resistance. Yeah.
Mm.
Yep, that's what they had.
Alright, ring was the
Potion
greatest thing there.
Potion of superheroism. Ring of fire resistance. And
Yeah.
Now, if one of them had a bastard sword +4 or +5, it'd be like, fuck! Oh man, can you imagine?
yeah, some nice stuff got away, but y'all still made a great haul.
We did. But a ring of fire resistance. I would have loved that.
yeah. You know who else would have loved it?
Fuck you,
Everyone
Joe.
in the party.
Me. Absolutely, I would have loved it.
Everyone in the party would love to be fire resistant.
Yep.
You
I
have
think
so
I got
many
out all
other
right with this. The shield
abilities.
and the 2 swords were pretty good. The wand is nice. potion, 2 scrolls. I think I actually got up pretty well.
And girls, would that protect you from fireball?
Not
Fire
entirely. Not entirely.
It
but
helps a lot.
It will
Yeah.
lessen the damage and give you bonuses on your saving throws.
That said, a 1 is still a 1. The easiest way to make your saving throw is to not have to make it.
Hey, girls, what is my normal movement rate?
What, 6?
Should be
Or
12 now.
12. Should be 12. You're not armored.
Just want to check because the slippers of spider climbing are a movement rate of 6.
Oh, yeah. If you're climbing, you're not moving as fast as normal.
Mhm.
See, there's a thing in the player's handbook about movement. I think it's towards the back. Should be movement and encumbrance. Or is that where they cheesed out and said, check with your dungeon master?
There's time, distance, see movement.
Movement, time, and distance factors. So, travel distance traveled in one round or segment. So you have a movement rate of, say, 12. That's 120 yards. But
360
for
feet.
underground, they go back to feet, which is bullshit.
Mhm.
Movement outdoors. The major difference in outdoor movement and distance and time is 10 yards equals the number of miles of character travel in 1/2 days. Oh, give me a fucking break.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Movement and no. No, there should be a thing about your encumbrance and your armor. But basically, oh, yeah, there is. So, normal gear, about 35 pounds and no great bulk. Movement is 12. Heavy gear, armor and equipment of about 70 pounds or fairly bulky, 9. Subject can make a lumbering run. Very heavy gear, armor and or equipment of 105 pounds, such as plate armor, 6. Subject can trot for short distances. Encumbered, armor and or equipment over 105 pounds and or very bulky, 3 or 4, no trotting possible. But this does not take into account high strength ratings that offset encumbrance and such.
Or magic armor, which is weightless,
Yeah.
but still bulky.
Strength penalties or bonuses will modify these guidelines. Weight is usually stated in gold pieces, 10 gold equaling a pound. Volume can only be calculated from known comparisons as the size and shape of blah, 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 blah. So somebody like Hans, even if he's wearing... What kind of armor are you wearing now, Hans?
Right now, chainmail +4.
Okay. Yeah, it's virtually weightless for him, and it's not bulky, and I kind of ignore that bulky shit unless it's really obvious. So he can still move 12. Dave, what are you wearing?
I am wearing. Let me check because it's new. I forget.
Splint +3?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, they say that's bulky, but again, it's virtually weightless. So again, all three of you are moving at 12. Because I'm just... No. All right. And your buddy Avrod also moves at 12. So, yeah, you're moving at half speed when you're doing your spider climb stuff. John D.
Spider climb, spider climb.
To be fair, most animals that climb walls like a spider climb at half their movement rate.
Yeah.
There's one in particular I'm thinking of that doesn't, but it specifies that in the monster manual entry.
Hans, be my lookout while I recover that spell, would you? He says in a hushed voice to Hans. Sure thing. Oh, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Bot commands. And I'm going to go for a smoke real quick. But John D, as you're looking for a nice spot to sit down on the deck of the ship and whip out your book, and Hans has agreed to Overwatch, and Dave, Avrod, that other guy, they're kind of close by, and yeah, I'm going for a smoke, but the captain of the vessel comes approaching you. Nice work, Master Mage. Have a drink on me. And he's got a bottle and some mugs. and shit. And yeah, I'll be back in a moment.
John, I suggest we wait a little bit on getting that spell.
I've got to ask girls after session about a spell. I've been reading it, and I think I can do what I want to do with it, but I'm not sure. Glyphs of Warding. I should be able to put that on my wagon, right?
What's on your wagon?
After session.
After session?
Yep.
Okay. And so the captain is like, Master Mage, what is your name?
My name is John D. At your service.
John D. Master Mage John D. Well, here, take a mug. And he's opening up this bottle. It's like a bottle, but it's bigger. Like 2 to 3 times the size of what you would think of a wine bottle.
Happy I could prevent any death or injury to your fine vessel.
Yes, yes, Master D. Anytime you wish to ride across this river and my ferry is available, you are free of charge.
Mm.
And all the slaves you bring with you.
Doesn't matter. I'm finished reloading, right?
Yeah, and he's handing you a mug as well, Hans, and Dave.
What's your name, sir?
And Aaron. He's Captain. Let's see, I have a list of names here. Did I use Ferris Canart already? Yeah, I did. That's a Dwarven Arms Merchant.
Just
Here we
have
go.
to make a D100 table of random names.
Captain Luhan. Let me put that in common knowledge. Captain Luhan. Ferry boat at Slaverton. There we go. And he's pouring all of you drinks as well as one for himself. That was magnificent work there. Seeing whatever the hell those were shot down out of the sky like that.
Indeed.
Accept the drink from Captain Luhan. Duly noted, Hans.
Mm-hmm.
Party, are the rest of you accepting the drinks as well? John D, likewise. Dave? Indeed. Okay. And so we can role play it, or y'all can just give me charisma checks. And
Sure.
Dave, you don't need to if you're keeping silent.
I'm going to keep quiet.
Okay.
Charisma.
A 4 out of 11 for the mighty Hans.
Oh,
Oh.
John D is
Oh,
back.
wow. Epic
Oh,
fail.
Right in his face.
Well, John D, as you accept the drink and you take a swig from it, and you are surprised because the potency of this stuff is like nothing you've had before. For he has poured you dwarven spirits, and you sputter and cough it all over the place. And the captain laughs. Oh, I should have warned you. Hans, by the way, give me a constitution check.
I have a 19 con. I rolled an
Yeah.
18. That's good.
Wow. You double M. Have you ever had strong liquor?
No, not really.
Okay, well, even though it's liquid, it has that burning sensation, and Wow, this is some potent shit. Yeah. Gina, I'm not going to ask you because I know you've had strong liquor.
That's why I don't drink no more.
So, yes, the captain is sharing, apparently, this is high octane dwarven spirits he has broke out. And, John, he'll clap you on the back. I should have warned you. Anyhow, and he'll refill your mug.
Avrod did the same thing to me not long ago.
Avrod, on the other hand, he's like sipping it. He didn't gulp that shit down. Forgive mine companion, he is a powerful wizard, but not well taken to dwarven spirits. The hoarse voice gods. Need to take that slower. Okay. By the way, guys, did y'all tell the captain and his crew that Beavis and Buckley were slaves, or
I would leave that up to Dave. It's his people.
Dave? Yeah,
I would have paid for them.
Okay, so they're on deck too, but
yes.
Can we have some of that? Yeah, we want some firewater too. And the captain kind of gives him a cockeyed and looks to you, John D.
I don't know, boys. Are you able to hold your liquor?
Yeah. I grab her by the ears.
For fuck's
I
sake.
don't really trust them with alcohol, no offense.
What's that? You're not trusting them with alcohol?
Yeah.
Okay. What? Damn. We've been burned, Buckley. It's because of you, fart knocker. Oh, dude, you're the one that tried to steal the wagon and leave us for dead. Ass hat. You're right. Double M. Those are the most fun NPCs I've had in a while. So, moving along, John D., it's going to be a few minutes where the captain thanks you, and if you see any more airborne monsters coming towards his ship, he would appreciate if you blasted the fuck out of them again. And, guys, he's willing to leave you the bottle. Does the party accept?
Sure.
Okay. Hans has taken possession of this large bottle.
Dwarven spirits?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And he'll excuse himself. He's got things to take care of. But if you need anything, he let him know, or the first mate, and the ship continues sailing. And let's see.
We are coming a little bit close on time. I would really just like to be able to squeeze in that spell back before we close
Okay.
out.
John D., give me a wisdom check.
I'm gonna get another 20, aren't I?
Looks like it.
Jackass.
Fart knocker wouldn't share his liquor.
I gotta roll a 20.
Dungeon Master, I'll share a bit of the liquor. Not a lot with the two idiots.
Oh, wow, Hans. Hans is giving Beavis and Buckley liquor. Okay, that's going to end well.
Look,
Like I
Oh, dude, I see colors. Oh, whoa, dude. All right, so John D., yes, you will make your wisdom check, and you are able to concentrate despite the rolling and the pitching of the turbulent river, Great Snake Tongue. And you're just getting a fireball back. That's what, 9 minutes for you, or
no. I
no?
don't have perfect memory.
Oh, you
45.
don't. 45. Okay. Yeah, it's a test of your will, but you struggle through, and you've got Hans and Avrod that I know of keeping a lookout for you. Hans, are you sipping on that dwarven spirits?
I'll share with the party if they want, but yeah. I
Is it
don't plan on
possible that
drinking
you-
the whole thing.
You're drinking the whole thing?
I do not plan on drinking the whole thing.
Okay. All right, what were you saying, Vader?
I don't suppose the slippers of spider climbing would counteract any of the pitching.
No, your feet can be planted solidly, which just... No, you're still rocking.
Trying to read a book, man.
Fair enough.
Okay. Like, imagine you're on the world's tamest roller coaster, and you're trying to read. Okay. So 45 minutes later, you will indeed get your spell back, and you're more than happy to close your book and secure it, John D. Because, yeah, that's... Anyhow, so, Hans, how much dwarven spirits are you drinking?
Not a lot.
Okay.
Sip or two.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, so Hans, you're getting a nice little light buzz. And Avrod stops at one mug full, and he says to those of you not studying, best to keep it in check, as obviously Slaverton, slavers,
Mm-hmm.
people not with their wits about them.
Right. I will stop at, good recommendation. I've got the buzz, live with that. Stop
Okay.
it, store it.
Stashing the bottle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, party. Yeah,
What
you're
if I
very...
embiggened the alcohol?
Sure, try that. Find out.
I actually know
So-
what I'm doing.
So your ferry ride takes close to, actually just slightly over 3 hours. And yeah, that number and that number. And it reaches the opposite side, of course, southern Slaverton for locals and whatnot. And they start unloading passengers first, and then the slaves, and then the cargo and the animals.
Probably
We're-
only gonna have like 2 hours of daylight left, so we might want to hold up shop in this part of Slaverton before moving on.
Sure.
Okay. Is that the party's option?
Sure. We'll find an inn closer towards the edge of the city.
Okay, towards the northern edge of the city, or what?
Southern, wouldn't it be?
Well, no, we want to be nearby the road that goes out of here, obviously.
So the western?
Yeah, west.
Yeah, sorry.
It's a fun shape you got there.
Thank you. Ooh.
So, yeah. From South Slaverton, we'll go to Sluice. Then let's see if we can get passage to Sheer from Sluice. And then the nice long trek to Macedonus, Fontazar, Axholm.
Get Macedonus.
And then
I'll
we'll be
be like,
fucking
no,
back at Axholm
Dwarf
and
isn't
stuck
that
in this
far
little
away.
box, but you wanted to go to Durkluck, check out Saspagirian Mountains. I'm gonna be real here. If there are like tiny tunnels in there, I might ditch you all until you all come back and play a different character, because
Yeah.
Hans cannot fit in fucking tiny dwarf tunnels.
We won't go if we're not going to leave you behind. So if it's problematic to that point, we would just turn around.
Well, you wanted to check it out, so sure. Durkluck.
Okay, well, as the party gets unloaded, that fellow that made friends, or at least acquaintanceship with Avrod, he departs. Happy trails. Blah, blah, blah. And let's see, how long is it going to take y'all to get over there? Ooh, more than an hour. Okay. And that much. Adding onto that becomes that time of day. All right, so party. After over an hour of travel, oh, but there's that thing. Yeah, I don't think that's of consequence. He would not antagonize the party, and party should probably just leave him be. So that's a thing. We'll just kind of blitz over that.
Hey, Pops.
Hey, son. Welcome home. How was your day?
That was good.
You about to go up to bed?
Pretty much. Why don't you come down here first? Say hi. Give me a beer. Take a piece of beef jerky.
What? Is it beef jerky?
It's Steal a beer, steal some
No,
beer.
no. There ain't enough beer for you to steal one.
But I need a beer.
No, well, then you should have got one on the way home.
What?
No.
Oh, you ain't
No.
coming
Hey,
here.
Junior.
Those
Oh.
are empty.
What the hell, Dad?
Yeah.
What kind of...
It's been a few days since I've been to the store.
This is an
Yeah.
outrage. All the beer, I'm stealing some of your... No, I don't want that. I'm stealing this, yeah.
Okay. Steal a Jeep Berkey.
I'll steal you.
And, okay.
This man doesn't have enough beer to poach.
And how often do you bring beer in?
I'm not
You want poachable beer? Then maybe you should make sure some shows up once in a while. What?
Right.
My name is not the Beer Fairy, okay?
The hell it is. You're like...
Look, you scarf my ding dongs, my Twinkies, my candy, my Jeep Berkey. Thinks he's gonna just walk in and scarf my last beer. Wow, it's bad. Okay, sorry for the interruption, guys.
I thought you trained me better than that, girls.
I thought I had to, but
I don't know where you went wrong, man.
huh?
I said
I
I don't know
know,
where
I
you
know.
went wrong.
No, he's got liquor in the trunk of his car, and he's gonna come in here and scarf my last beer, or try to. No, good thing I had the DMG sitting on top of the box. There's actually 2 in there, but he ain't getting either one. That's nope. Too little, too late. All right. So, by the way, Vader, I heard you say something about running out of time.
Huh?
Because it's 11 o'clock now.
Yeah.
Okay. Normally, I run till midnight. You thought we were closing down at
Well,
11?
the past few times you've said that you stop at 11.
Well, the last few times I've been tired as fuck too, but
It varies.
yeah, we probably should stop at 11 tonight. Anyhow, party, you will find an inn on the western side of the city of Slaverton, the southern portion of it, and the fee is 3 electrum for a room. And if you want gruel or slave food, that's cheap. But if you want real food that actually tastes good, that's going to cost you a little bit more than usual. So please mark off the appropriate funds depending on how well you want to eat. And we'll call it end of session. 5 gold pieces for food and board. Hans, done. Hans is typing more.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to start filling in the timeline.
Not save, share. Right now I can't talk.
2, 4,
I mean, if we drink too much of it, we'll all be collectively saving versus drunkenness.
Twenty-six to 09. Day 247. Near nightfall.
So, party, here's what I'm thinking. Next session, when we head on out on the road, I will embiggen myself and walk alongside, and we'll see how long it lasts for and the size that it gives, because I think I know how much it is, but for all I know, the Dungeon Master has it custom. And we'll learn. And then, John D, if you're willing, I'll have you refill it, and we'll try a shrink on myself and see where it puts me.
Embiggen.
You guys
Maybe
are still
not
on the ship?
myself.
You guys are still on the ship?
No, they're off the ship. They're in
Oh.
the southern portion of Slaverton on the western side of the river.
I was wondering if you would have tried that on the ship, if you would have capsized the ship.
Yeah, so
It's a
I
pretty
obviously
big-
didn't. Now I thought
It was
about
a
it. If it had been like a giant Leviathan creature, I would have tried to shrink it.
pretty big boat.
Because imagine, you're
Okay.
some 30-foot long sea serpent and poof, oh, I'm 20 feet long now instead. Huh, that ship's a lot bigger now. Huh, oh, and I just got lightning bolted or something by John D, you know? It's like,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go swim away and find something else.
John D, 3 gold pieces for food and board. Dave, okay, that's acceptable. Party, you have secured lodgings and dinner.
This
In.
was a fun session.
This
Thank
was.
you.
We got magic shit. So yeah, party, if we ever end up in some Denalia-esque, oh my god, there are so many fucking undead here, I totally plan to use that scroll.
Yeah, when the dungeon master goes nuts with undead, yeah, you should reuse that scroll.
Or like a Gone G moment.
Maybe. We'll see. Obviously, I'd prefer to use it against something like vampires or wights instead of skeletons or ghouls, but...
Fair enough.
So yeah, Fixer, I don't know how up to date and up to speed you are, but last Sunday they fought a group of slavers that were trying to capture them, and they won, and they got a pretty healthy loot thing. If you look in out of character chat, there's a list at one point.
A couple places, actually.
Yeah.
Splint mail +3,
And
leather
I
armor
think well.
+1, plate mail +1, elfin chain +1, large metal shield +3, medium metal shield +2, spear +1, dagger of venom +1, 2 bastard swords +1/+3 versus regen and lycanthropes respectively, 2 broadsword +2s, a scimitar +1/+2 versus magic users or enchanted, a mace +3 horsemen's, a mace +1 footman's, 3 different wands of paralyzation, magic missiles, and size alteration, a ring of the ram, slippers of spider climbing, 4 potions, and 5 different scrolls.
All right. So now when I throw were-rats, werewolves, anything that can't be hit but with magic weapons, y'all can't cry foul.
Oh no, I'll draw forth the sword +1/+3 versus lycanthropes, and yeah. So saving this for the future because I'll probably forget, but it is hard to find things that rhyme with embiggen.
Well, that serves you right for watching The Simpsons too much.
Oh, it's so fucking funny though.
Makes you appreciate a Cormie's rhyme.